Oh, hi, chat. How's your sex life? What a story, chat. I feel like I feel like Tommy Wiseau would be a good choice for a movie version of Disco Elysium. I feel like he could pull off a pretty good Harry Dubois. In fact, now that I've said it, I really want to see it. Hmm. Let's make it so. Let's make it so. Ave! This is Africa, yep. hopefully, hopefully we don't go This is Africa on Kuno S. We'll try to avoid shooting her if we can. I mean, I need to get my gun back first, but yeah. Alright. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and get it started. Awate Amiki, my name is Faustus Marius Incitatus, the true consul of Rome, the favorite horse of the god Emperor Caligula. I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend so far. Fuck. That thought just came to me when I was doing the sound check, and now I can't let it go. I really, really, really want to see Tommy Wiseau presents Disco Elysium. Like, holy shit. He already was so convincing when he asserted authority at the end of the room, you know? What a story, Klausja. I want to make fuck with you, baby. Oh, god damn it, Now I'm gonna have to rewatch The Room. Look what I did to myself. Why do I do these things to myself? Maybe I could, could maybe do a Room watch together on this channel at some point. I'm not a huge fan of watch together streams, honestly, but if it's The Room, if it's an excuse to watch The Room, I could be persuaded if people are interested. I do need to make Yeenie watch The Room because I don't think she's ever actually watched The Room. So that could be part of my excuse. We've gotta culturally educate Yeenie a little bit. Anyways, yeah, hope everyone's having a great weekend. My Saturday was pretty lazy. I stayed up too late, slept far too late. Didn't get a whole lot accomplished, but hey, what is a Saturday for? At least I'm here performing for you, and if y'all know the words, you can join in too. But yeah, Disco Elysium tonight, gonna be taking tomorrow off, and then back again on Monday and Tuesday with some well, probably gonna continue. The stream schedule is probably gonna look a lot for next week's gonna look a lot like the one from this week. We'll do more Pirate Yakuza. We'll do more Persona 3 episode I guess on Monday, Tuesday. So that should be a good one. And I'll try and get a schedule out tomorrow just to lock that stuff in. Also, I believe. I don't think she's, like, scheduled it yet, but everything I've heard from Yeenie is that I'm going to appear on her channel tomorrow. It's probably going to be at, oh, God. Oh, I'm gonna need to talk to her, actually, because we have daylight savings time tonight, at least in the States, but I know they don't in Europe, so, yeah. It might be a weird time that she schedules it. I'm gonna have to talk that through with her tonight. But yeah, plan is to check out Doom of Icewind Dale, the new Neverwinter Nights expansion that just got released. We're gonna try and check that out tomorrow on Yeenie's channel. So yeah, let's go ahead and, I think that's about all I have to announce. Let's go ahead and commence the disco. Makes me platinum happy. Why do I feel platinum sad? Okay, so we got our big breakthrough. We got our big breakthrough last time. where we learned that we learned about Klausja. We learned who the woman who was supposedly sexually assaulted was the chick upstairs, Klausja. And we kind of went back and forth between her and the Hardie Boys, and we eventually unraveled that they did, well, they hung our murder victim, but he was already dead when that happened. He was actually shot while he was up in Klausja's room. They were lovers, and yeah, such a breakthrough. No roof left on the house, right? Exactly. So yeah, the Hardie Boys surprisingly actually did not murder him. He was already dead when they hanged him. They tried to cover it up. And now we need to go ahead and try and figure out where the heck Ruby is. Determine where the shot came from. Get a map from the bookstore. Use it on Klausja's window. Yeah, make Titus give up Ruby's location. Ask Klausja about Sunday night. When Kim's not around to stop you, ask Klausja what she heard from her room the night before you emerged into reality. She must know something. We can inform Dice Maker about the Source of Doom. That was another thing we did. Even more beauty to the wall. Find government marked heavy fuel oil and return to the wall. And make Van X jam harder core. Find a tape with a melody for Egghead. This is probably going to be at the pawn shop. Become a man of plenty. Find a starving artist, become their patron. Oh, hey, good to see you, Yini. Okay, explore the whirling secret passages. Yeah, we finally got into the blue door back there. I thought for sure we would find something back there, and we really didn't. So yeah, I think first thing I'd like to do is maybe go get a map from the bookstore.
Every snowflake is like a little gift from the sky.
Aww. She shivers as one falls on her nose. Annette's a good girl. What's this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
I get it. Crime, murder gets the people going, especially the people of the female persuasion.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm something of a policeman myself, by the way.
You don't look much like a policeman.
She examines you as if to find something policeman-like. Well, what does a cop look like?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
She points to a book cover on which you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. Uh-huh. I'll never be as good as Mullen.
Don't say that. He's not even real. You're real.
That's right, a real failure. Overshadowed by a fake man? That's hard.
Cheer up, sir. It's much easier being a fictional character. He doesn't have to deal with real things.
This is true, this is true.
Maybe you can show me some real deductive police work, sir. Like in the books.
Okay, I'm gonna deduce something right now. Stand back, small child, I'm deducing.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Hey, why do you keep your hands folded?
What do you mean, sir?
She looks wary. You don't need to be worried, I'm here to help.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain
Oh,
folded in front of her.
Are they beating her hands
She
at
doesn't
school?
want
I
to
bet
show
they
them.
are. Oh, a child that isn't an insufferable little shite. Yeah, it's a very rare commodity here in Disco Elysium world.
The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest.
It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
Touch the child. No, we will not touch the child. Oh, you bite your nails.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
Uh-huh. Her eyes flash with defiance. She's not impressed.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex.
You want more? I bet I can figure out why you bite your nails. I got a few reasons in mind.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Rats have been nibbling on your fingers. Child labor in dismal working conditions. Uptight because of your mother and the pressure she's putting on you.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
Either way, another ace deduction by the #1 detective in town. I hope this entertained you.
It was okay, sir.
She's still got a rebellious streak.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
Alright, to do something about me?
You're quite sober.
She snaps back quickly. Interesting. I mean, you're not wrong.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
I think Kim... Do you think Kim's, like, specialized stat is composure? I think it is. I'm also having a grand time.
I sure hope you are, sir.
She rubs her red nose.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring
Oh,
breeze.
God.
She smiles at you.
Oh,
The whole
God.
situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow.
Harry, do you have a kid? Is a kid part of the regret, too?
There's something you're missing.
What are you missing here? Why does this feel familiar?
You have
Nope.
absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard.
He's a Drax level straight-laced, he really is. Alright, see you around, Annette. You're a real one, yes. Thank you for not being a little shit. It's, as I said, it's a rare commodity here, and it is appreciated. Alright, Plaisance, I need a map.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Yeah, Annette's having a little trouble out there, it looks like.
God, I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life.
I don't think she can do anything about
She
it.
can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary burden on a young child.
That is true, and obviously the will of the market, but maybe make an exception for your daughter.
She stands stiff and severe, silently fuming. 10 or so seconds pass without change. This is a person coming to terms with a new reality.
One where they're wrong.
It's not easy. She's looking for one, but there simply aren't any good arguments for being an
Nah,
asshole.
not true. Not true. I've seen people come up with some pretty amazing arguments for why they're being assholes.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. She must be freezing out there.
Oh no, I'm a terrible mother.
There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress.
Is this husband Annette's father?
Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne.
Sounds pleasant. Yeah, is your husband also involved with the bookstore?
He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call silent partner.
Why do I get the sense that he's also a silent partner in the marriage?
Super silent.
Almost inaudibly so. She an only child?
Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy.
A glimmer of sadness blinks through the well-crafted exterior.
Yeah, this economy.
Exactly.
She told me she doesn't go to school anymore.
She's been too busy helping me here. So she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course.
Yes, she really should go back to school.
I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off.
And if the store doesn't?
And hell freezes over. Never mind. It's not a good topic to get into.
Alright.
The woman looks aloof. Her features much softer. Occasionally she glances at her daughter's silhouette.
Very well for now, book peddler. Alright, let's look for a map. I think I saw one upstairs. Trust me, you won't get far without a diploma. Yeah, that's what they all said.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the
Which guy should I
supposedly
have?
stalwart Vespertine detective, Dick Mullen.
Do I want to buy a Dick Mullen novel? I was actually more interested in the one over here about the crazy esoteric bullshit in the Pale. I think that was in this bin.
This bookstore is not
Yes.
strictly about crime, romance,
Medicinal
and
purposes of
biography.
the pale.
Something about that book does seem to have spoken to you.
Yeah, it sure did.
Well, I hope it contains what you're looking for.
Leave. Unless you are working in tech, then you might end up like Bill Gates, yeah.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they are.
Alright, we already got that one. Is this a map?
Several maps have been
Ah.
attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Map of Martinez. This could work, maybe.
Steal it instead? Yes, I want to buy the map of Martinez.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Let's see Insulinda.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here.
Northeast,
Another
okay.
far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme,
What else?
Ozon, Laurentide, Fas a la Mer,
Fas a la
Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white,
Pale.
disintegrating into mathematics.
Disintegrating into mathematics.
In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you.
Can you see cities on the
You
island?
can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and
Fondelier.
Vimandu, on Archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers,
Croyan Moran.
on Seminide, Olduvai, and on
Dear Lord.
Laurentide.
It's all
Mayoral
French.
of the Seven
Always
Seas.
has been.
850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history.
And at the edges,
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Mwindi is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seol is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called.
so we're the southernmost. Alright. Well, Samara and Sail are kind of on our same latitude, I guess, assuming the world is actually a globe.
Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there.
See.
You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away.
God.
Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
Man. Very rare to have encyclopedia and conceptualization failures. How about Revachol?
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put
Oh,
the shards
interesting.
back together, connecting city
So it
blocks
flows south
river
to
islands.
north.
La
It's like the
Delta
Nile.
says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you.
These sound rich to
This
you.
is Revachol East.
And the west.
Hudon. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
Well, at least we're not the worst. Martinez?
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock. The strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest.
Eee, maybe we are the worst.
No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still
Man, Volition is such a
something.
bro.
Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world.
No one's got
You're
me,
still
Volition's
alive.
got me. Alright, leave. Alright, so let's go back to Claudia's room. Let's try and reconstruct where else the shots could have come from. And welcome back inside, Annette. Have fun warming up. Oh no, she's over there. Cool. So you have a mini-map or a map pop up? No, I think it's just to, we're gonna draw all over
sir.
and try and figure
I
out where
can't
the shot
talk
might have
right
come
now.
from.
I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
Out of the rain and into the gutter.
Out of the rain and into the gutter, yeah. Okay, yeah, so we get a bonus on the suggestion roll now. Let's see what we're missing.
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Have we talked before?
Yes, I used to stand out there all the time, before Mother told me to focus on my homework. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Don't really understand who those stars are.
Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Yeah, thanks, I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes
I don't
anymore.
have party eyes anymore. Oh man, that bad.
Party
Huh?
eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
Party eyes?
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
Uh-huh.
The swiveling eyes of a loony
Swiveling eyes of a loony drug
That's what she
addict.
meant.
Yeah,
you were probably gurning to.
probably.
Good thing she didn't say party eyes loud. Her mother's nearby.
Uh-huh.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck
You should
yeah.
get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
I mean, I've been partaking in narcotics.
Oh, baby. That's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
Yeah, thanks. I've learned something uncomfortable about myself
I'm
today.
glad I could help you, sir.
What are you doing now?
Math. It's really difficult. Like, really. They say you need it to get rich.
Yeah, so they say.
Better
So
than
they
standing
say.
outside in the cold, I guess. Oh, I found something while you were away.
What is that?
I thought this would fit you. Like, thanks for
Hey,
helping
Dick
me
Mullen's
out.
hat.
Not me. The city, I mean. Like a detective does.
She gives you a hat almost exactly like the one Dick Mullen wears on the covers. It's a fedora?
Maybe. It's the hat Dick Mullen wears all the time. You'll look way more serious with
Yes,
that.
everybody looks so much more serious in a fedora.
Right, I have to get back to my homework now. Before Mum notices. Man, this is hard.
She looks back at the infernal scribblings under her nose. Yeah, see you around, Annette. You're a real one. Algebra 1? That's the worst, seriously. Alright, let's see this hat. +1 encyclopedia. If anything, this wide-rimmed hat looks even better than the hat Dick Mullen wears. Dick Mullen is stupid. Not even real. You're real. Your brain is real. Your real brain is inside the hat. Huh. So we'd lose out on a lot of logic. But we would gain some encyclopedia instead. I think I prefer the douchebag biker hat, but we can see what this looks like at least. Let's put it on. Yeah, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Shame that's not white, or else we could do smooth criminal. Nothing about Harry is smooth. Nothing about Harry is smooth. It's even in his name. He's Harry. Alrighty. Yeah, so let's go back to Claudia's room. Let's reconstruct the crime scene, see if shots could have come from anywhere else. Actually, I want to go up this way and look around for anything I might have missed in these rooms. There's the pinball machine. Yeah, don't see anything. Of course he's not smooth. He's Harry. Dirty Harry, yeah. The dirtiest Harry, even. Alright.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
She's so cool. Yeah, we'll return to this later. I need to reconstruct the crime scene.
The same two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman. A ray of backward motion explodes from the man's mouth, through the window to the roof outside, widening into a radius. A prime.
Alright. I have the map. Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay.
Northern edge of the abandoned
Let's call them
boardwalk, really?
B prime.
More precisely?
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Okay, let's look at the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training.
Again,
At
I
that
really...
distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction.
I
into account.
really don't think it could have come from further away, because we did not notice the bullet hole. It went directly into his mouth and up into his brain, so we did not actually notice the bullet hole. If you're shooting from far away, you're using a large caliber, and there's probably an exit wound, or, you know, there's obvious damage of some sort. Again, I really don't think this is likely, but we'll consider it. We are a detective. We have to consider everything. How about Land's End?
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it. Possibly from a tent. No. Too far-fetched.
And the islet.
1 kilometer away. A point beyond the docks. On an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer.
Shot too hard to make, because you also need to factor in the wind drop and the turn of the bullet due to rifling. Yeah, this is super sniper shit, basically. Which, you know, if it's one of his mercenary mates killing him, possible.
The shot would have been a small miracle.
A small miracle.
5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Yeah, you'd have to shoot around the tenements. This one would be the real miracle. You could maybe get a shot here, but yeah, like the tenements here, right in front of the Whirling and Rags, make both of these just crazy. Think the shot could have come further than the roof.
From where, precisely?
Let's say B prime, B double prime, and B triple prime.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less than from the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one.
How do we even get to the islet?
It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something to build on.
Indeed. Okay, yeah, we can go check out the boardwalk again. Didn't really notice anything on the boardwalk. That was where the corpse was. The other corpse, that is, not the hanged one. Alright. Yeah, we could run down to the boardwalk real quick. Let's see, is there anything else I'd rather do? Make Titus give up Ruby's location. Yeah, we could do that. Monica's titties are big. Thank you. What's up, Hardie?
It's you again. What is it?
So... Present a solid theory about why Ruby could have done it. Found Key and Union Bot, saw the winch outside, staged like a play, reconstructed murder scene, Claudia gave motive, secret route found, Ruby is a drug trader established. Okay.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion. all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off the guy?
Because she was here all night with us.
Okay, the footprints do support that. She was, there was a female driver at the crime scene, probably.
He's
Like at the
cobbling
hanging.
together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She didn't go out for fresh air for one smoke?
No.
In the whole 45-minute window, she was with you all the time.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably for the best. Don't break your stride now.
Right.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him.
Oh,
I've been
but she
through
could.
this.
But she
It's
could.
not plausible.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
You do agree that the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martin.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're not right, but we'll go with that.
Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no.
She could have
I
contacted
don't
someone to do it for her,
think it
giving
was a
gun
snap.
on-site info. Yeah,
It
very
was
possible,
close
very
up.
possible. All right, yeah, 72% chance the bullet came from the roof.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
I analyzed it on the spot. Turns out I can do that.
No, you can't. I know what you did here on the weekend. People talk. And what they say doesn't sound like a science cop. You're a madman.
Those numbers were an ass pull, man.
Yeah, and they don't put her on the roof either. It's just mambo jambo. He hasn't got shit.
You know, there's a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof.
Oh.
Looks sincerely curious. Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here. Sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this
There
building.
is an elevator,
Or
actually.
an elevator, for that matter.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
And from there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
I would
It's a
not put Angus
dumbwaiter,
on the
not
dumbwaiter. Yeah,
industrial lift.
exactly.
I know, instead of-
yeah. Good call. Good call.
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
Guess what? Remember that key I found here?
I don't like guessing, Cole. No one does.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you, all the time.
You didn't find it, but Ruby did. That's how she got up
Quit
there.
jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
No, the ribbon was old, faded. It'd have been there for 20 years at least.
She could have just put it back there once she was done.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits. And he knows it.
Ooh, what about the winch? You notice the winch out back on the outer wall of the whirling?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying it's part of the elevator she used to get up there?
That's right.
That's wall mystery down then. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it?
There were pinball machines in the workshop still operational.
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
Just thought we could bring some down, get some new machines in here.
Wow, man, can we? I mean...
That'd be awesome. I beat that royalist machine 20 times now.
All right. We can get the barman to bring them down. What else?
Ruby wouldn't have much time after the shot to lock the door after her, so I doubt it. I mean, it's 7 minutes. All she has to do is ride the elevator up, go out, take a shot, come back. I think that's very believable. Have we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot?
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head.
Oh, yes, I think we know which gun did it.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun.
The local pawn shop sold my lost gun to a woman, maybe... No, because you only came here after the murder occurred. I mean, I've already established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns, too.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
You were warned not to bring it up. Your best shot here is to just back out of it.
Fine. I'm not getting into it if it touches on your precious business.
Okay, cop. She's got connections. I could see how she could have access to a gun. That still doesn't mean she did.
I mean, it makes sense for... If you guys are like the enforcers for the Union, it makes sense for you to be strapped up when a strike's going on like this. Especially since the strike breakers are bringing in, you know, mercenaries from other countries.
That's all you needed. Doubt.
Yep, there's a small 28% chance that the shot came from me on the roof.
Yes, goddammit, I know what a 72% chance means. It means there's a 28% chance it isn't that. And 28% is no small chance.
True.
Either.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that you're putting it at 28%. My take on it is like probably 85% chance it came from the roof, because yeah, those shots are crazy. If he wasn't a mercenary who was hated by like you know, a lot of other governments, had mercenary friends who could maybe do it, yeah, I think the chance is vanishingly small. And again, it's the caliber question. These dudes are simps, they really are. But yeah, again, I think it's the caliber question is what makes me like really doubtful that it came from anywhere other than the roof. Because yeah, you would have to use a larger caliber to make that shot, and that would fuck him up a lot more than it did.
Just making sure we are on the same page. It doesn't all fit. We are just sharing info, candidly.
Caliber would be important, as if it's a 44, common caliber for flintlock cap-lock pistols, it would have poor range. Very true. Yeah, if it was a flintlock pistol, very likely that the caliber is pretty small. Very true.
Titus doesn't reply. Probably a good sign.
And this is just dumb. We know it's not the case, because we weren't here when the murder went down. We came here because of the murder. But let's give it a try.
You lost your gun?
Blonde man is taken aback, not even laughing.
What an idiot!
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder?
No.
Of course not. And Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him.
Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it. You'll get a heart attack.
This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. Let's move on.
Then why the fuck was he asking you for your gun, huh? When he tried shooting himself or some shit. Because he doesn't have his own.
That's a solid logic structure. Do something. This is bad.
I knew this was a mistake. We lose morale and health off of that. Didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her.
I don't know, cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first?
Tattooed man bursts out laughing at his own joke.
Easy now, Al. This isn't comedy hour.
Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive.
Oh, and we've got a strong motive. Surely they've noticed.
Get this, and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
It's Klausha told me some pretty interesting things about Ruby.
Yeah. Like what?
Apparently she had a thing for Klausha.
A thing? You mean?
Tilts his head to the side and falls silent. You mean hot lesbian action?
Yeah, but...
That man looks
they're
up from the
both
table.
girls.
Oblivious. oh, Angus. Oh,
Girls
Angus.
like girls too, Angus, sometimes. This is one of those times. She liked Glacier.
Mm-hmm. It's scary, yes. She probably went to a university and learned it from a liberal. This line is too good. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can pass it up. No, we should probably play this straight. Yeah, it's bewildering for me too, but that's what she
It's
said.
not bewildering. It's like, whatever, man. Guys, I'm not the only one who knew. Right?
Good. Someone knew at least.
Knew what? First he says she's murdered him. Now she's a too? It's a lie.
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do. Everyone knows which way the wind blows there.
Okay, so yeah, they have picked up on it.
I did. I knew it. That's why she didn't fuck me at Fatty's birthday.
That's why, Shanky.
She didn't fuck you. 'Cause you're 40, and you still live with your mom, Dennis.
Light laughter sounds off in the room. It feels nervous. Klausha said she made advances on her and she thwarted them.
Ruby then threatened her and told her to end her relationship with the deceased.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass.
She did tell us when we were close to arresting her. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, but I feel like this undercuts us a bit. Ruby made her scared and she spilled the beans.
That Ruby is queer as cabaret. Now that I start
Queer as
thinking
cabaret.
about it. I don't know why I didn't see it earlier.
Probably because you wanted to fuck her.
And that's okay.
That's some hopium.
Some are queerer than others. You can still be a Hardie.
He glances at Glenn.
If you bring your own personal shit into our outfit.
If that's the case, then it's not right. But it's not the case. Right?
There are many pieces that fit together that way, Eugene. Face it.
When Klausha came downstairs, Ruby appeared to know that something was wrong.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby. She's got shit under control. That's her whole thing.
Yeah, no.
That's why she's so good.
She came up with a plan to fake the hanging, like, within minutes. Like, really quick. Like, she had thought about all of this beforehand. Like, they preliminarily hanged the body to make sure, yeah, that there's no lividity, that all of the blood pooling looks like he was hanged.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition. You know, women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
Mm-hmm. Or she knew what happened because she killed him.
Not so useful.
Titus looks at Elen, then Eugene.
Fucking hell.
Blonde man is in some kind of anguish that makes him stare into his garlic bread bowl intently.
Betrayal is not painless. Even the doubt of it hurts.
Mm-hmm. Also, it's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize the cover-up.
And I suppose you have a theory about that too.
She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and
Exactly.
shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Eugene.
Time
Not so
for
quick.
a logics demonstration.
All right. Eugene, Shanky, or Titus? Yeah, Eugene. Let's assume you killed him.
He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your friends as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder?
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, Well, that's a serious violation of the Hardie Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. This is fucking
Some of them are
stupid,
breaking their
Titus.
tier 3 sub
This and the
mindset. You
queer
gotta free
thing,
them.
all of
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Why aren't more of you defending her?
We must
This is
get them
fucking
all to
stupid,
cancel
Titus.
their memberships. No more super chats for Ruby. No more red supas for Ruby. I don't know. Glenn's a pretty hardcore simp here.
Glenn.
Glenn.
I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, she skipped town. Okay.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
So maybe it's all part of a leadership challenge against you. I don't think this is helpful. Maybe she killed him because she thought it would curry favor with... I don't think that's helpful. So Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. This is the only option he cares for.
The only opinion he cares for. You misread that. Yeah. Looks like we got Theo on our side.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However, hard, I asked. Want to know why?
Because she thinks the cops are coming for her. Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
Okay. Well, do you have any ideas where she might go?
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior. Why fleeing is always incriminatory.
I don't know about that one, Kim. Is fleeing always incriminatory? I'm not sure.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
Okay. When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
It's in the RCM?
No, you.
Oh.
The cop with the sideburns and the disco.
Maybe I have a bit of a reputation. Sorry. God, why does everything have to flee at the sight of my shadow? She probably knew me from my singing days.
Yeah, that's real funny. She wasn't laughing, though.
Looks at you.
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop.
Won't stop until I reach the top.
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other.
Sure
Open
enough.
them up.
Sure enough.
Like cans.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Like a goddamn fiddle, Elaine. Like a goddamn fiddle.
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it. Whack him. Or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Is that true, Kim? Am I a can opener?
You are insistent.
Anything else?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This caught Titus. This caught he. But she was too scared.
Any clues on where she went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Makes sense. Yeah, we found
Good
her lorry.
fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a Hardie candidate anymore, is she?
Nope, you will never get to fuck her, Glenn.
She's not, Glenn.
For many reasons. Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlogged. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Any ideas where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure, there's some shithouses there, a cinderblock town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red.
It's red dyed. Okay.
She looks like a Lowry man.
All right. Do you know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale
emitter. Oh, shit.
What?
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a
pale emitter.
Pale something.
Is that what's in the church?
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it. Pale something.
Not much, but it'll do. Go.
It'll have to.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? You've earned a handshake.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite.
You're a pain in the ass, but you've earned a handshake. Damn, a pale emitter.
You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you?
Yeah,
and? Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clasia. It was nice and Ruby-centric in the end.
What do you mean?
Anything struck you a bit off about this mishmash?
So far, no one has mentioned hearing the shot. Very true.
Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardie and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you.
Well, it didn't have to come from the roof. It could have come from anywhere on the coast.
Absolutely. It could have come from anywhere. But you're suddenly so certain it came from the roof behind the window.
Yeah?
That's right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now. You know that. Free as a bird on that roof. Lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me? Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just jealous. Move on. It's no use harassing her.
Unfortunately, most of our thought cabinet appears to be tier 3 Claudia simps. That's a problem. Which I can get why. She's pretty cute, but yeah. Let's see if we can find Ruby. Kim is so in sync with us. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh, and we did get a level. I think I might want to actually use that on a new thought. Let's see, yeah. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center. Wasteland of Reality. It's been brought to your attention that you're an alcoholic, that it's a sickness, and it's killing you. You're crawling on your knees through life, your booze-filled belly dragging on the ground. Your brain now fuzzy, now in overdrive, your hair sticking together with today's cold sweat and yesterday's vomit. Perhaps they're right. Anything is better than this. Even bone-dry reality itself. Maybe you can quit. I think I want to... Yeah, the white morning looked interesting. You see yourself from above. You're passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter at the mention of what? A great white object letting out its sweet smell like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. Let's work on that. Oh, my poor car. My poor, poor car. Yeah.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
You seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
But do you know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
Mm-hmm. And you're saying no Ruby?
She's being evasive. She knows something.
Yeah.
There
Clearly.
was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
This isn't about the Union, you know. You don't have to worry about retaliation.
Ah, I should have known. This is yet another Union mess. I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid around here.
So you know something, but you decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
Check the floorboards. Alright. I'm off. Alright. Yep. I'm getting my pry bar out. We are checking the floorboards. There it is. There it is.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others.
After some thinking, I do think the bullet used is a 44, since if the bullet was of rifle caliber, it would have left the skull and hit the wall. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it has to be a smaller caliber bullet because we would have noticed he was shot otherwise. Like, it went directly into his mouth, it went up into his brain, and it didn't leave an exit wound. So, had to be probably smaller caliber, or maybe like a hollow point of some sort.
The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Move the board aside.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
I don't want to stick my hand in there. What's in there?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea.
Search the sand and sawdust. I think this is gonna be my gun, isn't it?
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand.
This is gonna be my
Dry,
gun.
Not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper. A small cylindrical object.
A
You pull
bullet?
it out. A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact.
It's 9mm.
Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber.
Uh-huh. A bullet. Interesting.
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with.
Hmm. Do I have enough for another level up? I do. Okay. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Probably wouldn't hurt to pump empathy. And oh, interesting. So health damage actually nerfs your endurance as well. That's good to know. Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea to pump empathy.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet?
Then it turns to you and gives you a little nod, then turns to the washerwoman.
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
9mm is 69 to 80 ball for musket terms. Yeah, so a little bigger, a little bigger.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her?
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
Did you She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag after a long silence. Her hands move into the water bucket. Some water sloshes over the edge.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
Mm-hmm. When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Said she left on Monday?
Yes, early with the dogs. Around 8 o'clock, I think.
With the dogs,
She probably heard the Lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Kim, she must have heard your Kanema.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Anything else in there?
No.
No.
The truth, sire.
What is she like, Ruby?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Mm-hmm.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show. But I could tell she hadn't come to fish.
Oh,
Usually
so maybe
she
Lillian
likes
knows
to
a little
cast
something
few
about her.
lines. But this time, she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
Mm-hmm. She looks back toward her shack, thinking...
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
I have a possible explanation in mind.
Aye. Do tell.
It's probably an exit plan.
Exit from what?
The world.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Not a quitter, like you sometimes get, son.
Yeah, not a little bitch boy like you. Thanks, physical instrument.
She really believes
She really
that.
believes that. Okay. Heard she was a heavy drinker with anger issues. You ever witnessed that kind of behavior?
Nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
She fit in that way. But I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while watching the sunset.
Tequila sunset?
She isn't what you'd call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the communal life.
Mm-hmm.
But I never
Drinking
saw
and
her
driving,
lose
part of the
control
truck
of
driver life.
herself. The way some people do.
Did she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieux she'd made.
She brushes her forehead with the back of her hand. Water drips to the ground.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shop. You should be thankful for that.
Where'd she go?
I don't know. Further up the
Further
coast.
Up the coast.
She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
Let's check out the boardwalk. I think another possibility is Feld Electronics, that big building with the oh god, mural. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, with the mural on the side. We weren't able to get in there. Kim didn't want to get in there, but yeah, that's definitely somebody she could be hiding.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Further up the coast we go, then.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The Feld Electric Mural. You feel like you should go look at it again.
Thank you, Inland Empire.
Step closer this time.
That's what I thought too. Feld Electric. All right. Thank you.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
We'll do our best. She looks around. The air is getting colder. She has my gun, so I don't know how that's going to play out.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Yeah, Lillian. See if Lillian knows anything about Ruby.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What's it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen?
Yeah, fair enough.
We need to be out there with them. Fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me.
Fair enough.
But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
I'm looking for someone else, actually.
Oh? Who?
Yeah, looking for a suspect who might have stayed in this neighborhood.
Okay. When did this person stay here?
Very recently, over the past few days. She might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
Really?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll.
Sure.
Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can... Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Be seeing ya. We'll have to come back when Kim's not... There's a few things I want to do when Kim's not here, so maybe we'll leave him for the night, see if Lillian's still out there, and then, yeah, we're going to go back to the Whirling, ask Claudia about what she heard from me on Sunday night. Let's look at the Feld Electric... Oh, hello, what are you? There's a slit in the concrete here. A sewer?
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
What's in there?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer.
Yell ho into the slit.
There's no echo. And no answer.
Any idea what's down there, Kim?
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
Think we might find Ruby down there?
We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now.
Okay.
In conclusion, she could be under any building.
But not in there?
I hope not.
Yeah. Yeah, my money is on her being in the Feld building. But yeah, let's go onto the boardwalk real quick and examine it. Can we even get on the boardwalk? Ah, this way. Imagine having to rebuild your sewer systems as comments made by Roman Urban Planning Game. Yeah, it's it is in a river delta, so I'm sure they get some insane flooding that probably damages it from time to time.
There's some tear.
Stop messing with the coin viewer and hold on to something. The wind is so strong. A long way down to your death from here, 20 meters at least. Okay. I wanted to kind of examine things. This is one of our spots where the shot could have come from. Let's talk to Kim, see if we can acknowledge that.
Yes?
Nothing. Okay, I really would have liked to have them acknowledge it, but I'm gonna take that to mean that we didn't find any sign of the shooting happening from the boardwalk.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
Step closer.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall. And the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Feld Electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms. Feld Electrical You only know them as a small company that makes ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Could Ruby be in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Listen to the wind.
Suddenly, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was I even attempting to do
Trying
here?
to talk to the wind, the city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of
Jesus, I
ideas?
don't think so. Yep. Yeah, we took the that would have passed, I think, but we took the thought that gives us greater range for critical success and failures. So she could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first. Like we did in the village.
And if that fails, we don't
Then,
find her?
if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you.
Son of a bitch. I can't believe RNGesus screwed us there. Alright. And I don't mind putting another point in Shivers anyways. We'll come back and try that again once I, how? Oh, I'm 9. Okay, I need like one more past check somewhere and I can come back and do this again. Yeah, let's, oh, hello. Buck 15 in a box in the reeds, fair enough. Anything in the phasmid trap?
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are piled in a heap in the corner. Dead. No phasmid anywhere.
Bummer. There was the boathouse over here. We can maybe check that out. Why does that look like something? No?
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Most of them aren't moving anymore. You still can't see a phasmid anywhere.
I guess I can't get over here. Okay. Just to be sure, yeah, I can't click it. Alright. Well, let's get up here then.
A row of ghostly
Right,
shades
this is the
facing
firing
the
squad.
crumbling wall,
Okay.
with another 7 shades standing 10 meters from them. A single person stands on the sideline. A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Man, that frickin' dice roll. I'm still angry about that. Oh. Can we maybe get in here? A door, a building, a hiding place. Could the instigator be inside? Can we go inside? Sure don't look like it. I'd say they went through the south side of Chicago, yeah. Alrighty. There is another hiding place I know of. There was that, it's like that bomb shelter looking thing. Which I wonder if I could maybe pry that door open with my Falsend tool. Not going any further this way. So yeah, I think I just need to go around the church this time. We can check on the Phasmid trap as well, why not? Oh. It's a big rock to hide something under. Yeah, this was the door. Yeah. Let me get my Falsend out. Maybe that can get us in the door.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
Could this structure have been used to take the shot?
From here to the whirling, I can't see how. The church is in the way.
Mm-hmm. Walk away. I'm really glad you're enjoying. I'm very much enjoying the game. The writing is just fantastic. It's a good mystery. It surprised me. It's subverted expectations, but I felt like I've been able to piece some things together, so yeah. Phasmid?
Just dead and dying locusts, and the slow swaying of surrounding reeds.
So this is Land's End. We did have a theory. This was like the least makeable shot.
Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, and a dilapidated old comms tower.
Which, you know, possible.
In the distance, you can hear the breakers roar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it, Lieutenant W. Freitor. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there. In the whirling in rags.
Maybe the Silent climbed the comms tower, took the shot there?
It's not possible to climb that ladder. And even if it were, why? There's no platform up there to aim from.
Yeah, we have the campfire there.
To warm his hands before pulling the trigger? Perhaps. But anyone could have made this. The coast is specked with fires this time of year.
Looks around.
Truthfully, this seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot from. Visibility is awful. There's water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule out Biddable Prime, was it?
Look over the water to the whirling in rags.
1.2 kilometers over the cold water of the bay. Through a thick snowstorm melting flake by flake in the waves.
This is looking like a lot less than a 28% chance, man.
Visible. It's glowing in the dark night. The lights are on. Glazia must be in there. Looks like she kept her promise not to go out at night anymore.
Finish that. Okay. Let's go ahead and pump Shivers. Again, I don't feel bad about pumping Shivers. Let's go retry that check. Well, let's check out Land's End and make sure there's nothing else we missed. Sphere Lake Tower coordinates boat traffic in the bay, barely. Okay. Let's go retry the Shivers check. Surely RNGesus won't fuck us twice, right? Just a bottle. Just one discarded beer bottle among many. Alright.
The once bright mural
Will not
towers
hide your
above you,
secrets from me again.
saying, Felled electrical.
Found the empty trap,
R&D.
heard Lena's true story,
Tomorrow
reconstructed
is just
execution,
a
established the
whisper
nightclub,
away.
discovered the anomaly, death notification, and found the jacket. Listen to the wind.
Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure. Like that of a woman emptying her lungs.
Psychic hippie cop.
She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
When the gun used fired something akin to the 58 Mini, 58 is accurate up to 500 yards, isn't powerful enough to leave the other side of the body. Again, this is from over 1,000 yards. All of our B shots are from over 1,000 yards. So, like, there were some shots made from that distance in the Civil War, I think, but again, yeah, I don't think like a 58 Mini is I have trouble seeing it. But keep in mind, we aren't restricted to flintlocks and muzzleloaders. Like, more advanced weapons do exist, and the mercenaries might have them. Yeah, there are such things as like semi-auto and automatic weapons, which I assume are pretty similar to what we have today. So, yeah, wouldn't necessarily have to be a flintlock.
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk. Its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
So she's down in some tunnels below this building then. What's happening?
She's down there.
I think she's down there, below this building.
Okay. Why?
The wind told me. Ever since I woke up, maybe even before, I've been getting these strange cold spells.
Good, good. Yes. Cold spells. So basically your hangover is telling you she's down there?
We've looked everywhere else.
Right. How do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Could bust through the window.
Finally, my time to shine.
Oh god! There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps we can climb it, enter through the roof.
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe. Brute force is safe. Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
Okay. I think I'm actually going to heal up 1 health, because this is probably going to really fucking hurt. Alright, so we probably need to buff Savoir-Faire then. I don't have any buffs or debuffs, apparently. Okay, so yeah, let's see. Buffs to Savoir-Faire is probably going to be the check. Okay. I really don't have anything? That's surprising. Ah, the oversized superstar glasses. Of course, of course. Put them on. Oh, fantastic. Pulls out stick of dynamite. Kaboom? Possibly kaboom, yeah. Nay, kaboom boom for now, but maybe later. Pinball Maker's Coat. +1 empathy, +1 hand-eye coordination. That's kind of good, actually. It's kind of good. I might actually throw that on. Oh my god, he looks like such a nerd! Okay. Oh yeah, I should probably... I don't know if they'll care, but I'm gonna empty my hands too, so I have a nice grip.
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Assess the situation.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded, and the peeling rust is razor sharp.
Please no.
In addition, The first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
He looks kind of tall, actually. I wouldn't be surprised at 190.
Okay, but still, the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to do something more subtle? What if you were to
Reconceptualize climbing the ladder. Okay.
Astral projection. Open-minded.
What if I just teleport?
Teleportation is not a thing.
Teleportation is a thing, just needs a bit of concentration.
Okay, let's say teleportation is a thing. Wouldn't you need some kind of scientific apparatus to create a teleportation field? You can't just do it without apparatus.
It won't hurt to try.
Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
He is restraining himself from using a forensic
Sapphire challenging teleport to the roof. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is...
do it. Do it.
Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear. Your atoms fade.
Imagine if it works. I think it might actually work. I think this game is insane enough that it might actually work.
Okay, well, that's impressive, but...
No, he just did really cringy weeaboo poses.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof.
Holy shit!
Mastered the art of physical displacement.
Don't gloat, just stand there like a Samaran master.
You know, for the record, you didn't teleport there. You just climbed the ladder with your eyes closed.
I teleported in my heart. That's what truly matters, Cam.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring without backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
Yes. You can probably open a window or something for him when we get inside. Central support beam has been destroyed by artillery fire. Okay. Can we, like, cross here? Stones fall. It's a long way down. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can get over there, so... let's... get a flashlight. Glass is covered with grime and dust. You can barely see out. Alright. Some way to let Kim inside. I feel like this is ground floor, so... Maybe there's like a sewer grate or something we can open up? What do we have here? Martinez, 98. Okay. That's an old one. This collapse nearly sealed the basement. One can barely squeeze by. Antiquated office furniture. Last century, maybe? Brought down and forgotten so long ago. Sad, sad, sad. Oh, there's Kim. Okay.
2 rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Push it open.
The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed. You grab a side and put some strength into prying it open. With the help of your partner, the 2 metal panels slide open with a creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that.
How'd you even get here?
After you climbed up to the roof, you mean? There's a maintenance entrance under the boardwalk. It's next to a drain pipe, possibly a storm drain. It was easy to miss before.
So pedestrian.
Yes, yes. It's cool to risk your life climbing rickety ladders. Anyway, let's investigate these passages.
It sure is, Kim. At least we know the score here. Overturned table is covered in orange mildew, crawling with something. Anything cool on these shelves? Doesn't look like it. Old file folders in the cart, documents silvery with mold. Yeah, God. In a beach environment like this, I'm, surprised everything hasn't just molded into dust. Series of thick, dusty panes of glass. Enter Isolari suit jacket. +1 suggestion. I like it. In the beam of the flashlight, a crevice in the wall. Her room, isn't it? Oh, look at that. There's a way out, too. Still fabric, smell, and dust. No one's slept here in months, maybe years. Okay, never mind. About to say, because we have that poster of a guy who sort of looks movie starish. I don't want to wash that jacket before you wear it. Yeah. Pots and plates are full of dust and spider webs. Who's this?
A mustachioed,
oh, Krasnozov. Okay.
Amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes.
So a communist lived here.
K. Mazov. There is a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait.
It's that Mazov guy. This must have been the hiding place of some naive leftists.
Some radical or radicals were hiding out here. They left a long time ago.
How long you think?
Half a century. This was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing.
Yeah, that makes sense. He looks around.
I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted.
Possibly by our suspect. Maybe I should move in here. Seems cozy.
I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case.
It could be connected to the Mazov bust we found in the students' room.
Millions of depictions of Mazov have been produced. They're not all connected. Besides, that looked like some student. The youths always go for this kind of stuff.
What's with all these secret weapon caches and
We have
bunkers?
found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in a random neighborhood. Martinez being what it is, no one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers.
Some of the best Roman ruins are in the shittiest neighborhoods of Rome.
Good hiding place for someone who's up to no good.
Someone have stopped through here recently?
You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled on a piece of history.
Looks at the dust. Brush the dust off the floor.
Years worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample moustache and sideburns, look a bit silly.
Do you think?
Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand, grains sticking to the frayed skin of the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder.
Interesting. This must have been a way out, right? The same slit window you saw from the outside. Yeah, we did look down here. Okay. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed, ancient flyers and brochures.
Could this have been the killer's hideout? And this narrow window,
no fucking
the
way.
origin of the shot that killed the mercenary?
No fucking way.
This does look like an embrasure, a slit made for shooting out.
I mean, yeah.
In the darkness, you can barely make out the falling snow. It settles, making the night still quieter.
Could the killer have used this as a hideout? I don't think so.
It's a great place to hide. And Mazovianism and murder are certainly not mutually
Certainly not.
But there hasn't been anyone here in ages.
Yeah, I can't see the whirling. The shot didn't come from here.
Indeed. No one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been thorough. I like thorough.
The lieutenant's voice betrays a slight disappointment, which he glosses over by reasserting control.
In fact, I think we're done with this bunker. After you, officer.
Revolutionary's hat! One to Mazobian socioeconomics, oh baby. Getting a lot of good hats recently. And Ushanka with the Mazobian logo, a pair of deer antlers on its silvery white front. Your ears feel cuddled and cared for by the state. Looking good, looking good.
This hat is so soft, so warm. It wraps around your head, and your mind tingles.
Standing on the
with
bed
all
while taking
manner
the shot,
of
exactly.
Socio-economic theory.
This is a new Ushanka, right?
Kraz Mazov would have worn this Ushanka. Mazov knew where to cook those thoughts. That's why it bears a Mazovian logo. Glory to the revolution, comrade. Whether you like it or not, wearing this hat has made you more communist.
Oh no! Take it off, take it off, take it off! Whew, okay. Need to put on my douchebag bicycle hat instead. Oh, footprints. Bootprints in the sand. One of the souls appears more worn than the other. Yep. This is her. Something in the air. An unnatural buzzing. Alright, well let's check this out first before we follow that. Those footprints. Tunnel collapsed. You'll have to find another way around. Yes, I think we know which way to go. Okay. Why does it look like the boot prints are going the other way now? Yeah, they definitely are. It's getting louder, the buzzing sound. Radios, perhaps?
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Radiation. Lieutenant, do you feel something?
No. What do you mean?
Pain, strange tingling.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
Saw them too. Footprints with the right sole worn smooth.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
Yes, what do we do?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail.
If Art knows more than he's told us, maybe we should continue working for him?
You're right. However corrupt he may be, nothing happens in Martinez without him knowing. We might have to dirty our hands, but...
In this case, we can't afford to be squeaky clean.
And we know what Joyce knows about the murder, but I may have other things to discuss with her.
Yes. There won't be time for that once things go down. Matter of fact, I don't think there's time for it now, but...
Suddenly remembered, we were running the serial number on the victim's armor.
You think we should finish running it now? Maybe you're right. It might not be as useful later.
It's a minor point. Don't worry too much about this. There are bigger fish.
How bad do you think things could get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
Maybe just some of it.
If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
What do you think is waiting for us there?
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
True.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
Okay. I think we go for it. Cross the threshold. It feels strange. Concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. Treasure chest. Or, 55-gallon barrel of reals.
Your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull.
Oh.
A strange pain, like you've never felt before. Through the static, you hear a woman's voice. It's like 1,000 radio stations are being blasted into your head all at once. But her words are the only ones you can make out.
I know you're feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. Don't move too much or fight it. That'll just make it worse.
Says the shadowy figure by the machine.
Can't say it's a pleasure, officer. I was really hoping not to make your acquaintance. But here we are.
As she says the word officer, you feel a spike in the agony. It sounds like the entire radio frequency range is screaming directly into your neural pathways.
Cover your ears!
No, buddy. That's not going to help. You can't shield yourself from this. It's an entirely new type of experience. Way worse than all the previous ones. Don't focus on the pain. Focus on doing your job. Tell her she's under arrest.
You're under arrest!
Really now? Check this out.
You're overwhelmed with a new surge of violent static. It feels like a blood vessel exploded.
Ouch. What's happening to me?
I'm using a pale latitude compressor. You and your partner have been caught in its field.
The explosion of static you're hearing. It's the ELYSIUM frequency.
Aha.
Blasted from that pale emitter that Angus mentioned.
Aha, I saw your equations. It's the ELYSIUM frequency.
Saw my equations? You've been sniffing through my lorry, right? I expected as much. I am a bit surprised you knew what you were looking at.
Dear Lord.
A pale latitude compressor is used to sort of make the pale more manageable. With a lot of these, you can force a radio signal grid on the pale, literally crunch the distance across it.
Mm-hmm.
Signals are relayed across a series of repeater stations fixed to buoys. Not a fun job manning those stations. All alone out there in the pale, people lose their minds in just a few years.
So, what we are experiencing is a concentration of radio waves.
Gestures towards something with great effort.
Precisely. This is an industrial strength paraboloid. It's meant for forcing dimensions on something that doesn't have them. Needless to say, the frequencies used are out of this world.
Well, I'm glad we found time for lame jokes in this situation.
At the upper limit is the large prime number generator station.
Prime number generator.
It's used specifically for pale latitude compression.
Do you need prime
That's why
numbers
you
in
may
the
be
pale
hearing
to make
some
sure
numbers.
things don't break down?
But you
You'll get
might
divided
also hear,
otherwise?
or think you're hearing local radio chatter.
Mm-hmm.
She's been holed up in here for a while with no one to talk to. Keep her talking, and you just might get an opportunity to break you loose.
How'd you get your hands on this
I
thing?
built it myself.
Nods towards her torture device.
That's illegal. I'm guessing it's patented. But we are beyond that, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Way beyond.
She studies her death ray and the law officials trapped in it. Have you experienced the compressor yourself?
Yeah, I stuck my head in there before using it on you. It seemed like the ethical thing to do. Can't say that I enjoyed it. The field was weaker, but I can imagine what you're going through.
Will I stay like this forever?
No. Once I shut down the compressor, the pain will end. It may take a few minutes for you to steady yourself, though. It's a bit like waking out of a very confusing dream.
Dear Lord. Okay, well. This is all great, but let's talk about the man who was killed.
Yeah, let's not talk about that shit. You were hunting me and fell into my trap instead. That's all there is to say about it.
So she thinks of you as hunters, not cops, and of herself.
Could you just turn it down so I can ask you something?
If you've got something really important to say, you can do it through the white noise.
Looking for a deal on mattresses? Speed free!
Looking for a deal on mattresses.
Let's go. This is great. This is horrible, but this is great. Alright, I gotta move on so I don't get copyright struck. Damn this! Lieutenant clutches his head, grimacing.
God damn it.
She regards you and Kim with sudden sympathy. And for a deal on mattresses, then come to Big Shop Mattresses!
Fine. If you really want to talk, I can dial it down. I've also got a gun, by the way.
She steps reluctantly out of the shadows, the pain lessens.
She's carrying a two-barreled front loader. Remain careful. Well, it doesn't feel much better, but you can form sentences now. Thinking doesn't seem to hurt as much. Just keep her talking, and you'll get through this.
How did you know we were coming?
I heard you in the passages, and I've been preparing for quite a while.
By hiding bullets under floorboards?
So you found my shack, huh? I'm not surprised.
She didn't rat you out, by the way, the washerwoman.
So nice. That's one knife I didn't want to find in my back.
So you preparing for the worst?
I was. Before I caught you in the pale latitude compressor. I'm fine now.
That's her admitting the bullet was an emergency exit.
Did you shoot Lily?
No, I didn't do it. I only helped stage the lynching. Though I doubt that makes much of a difference to you. Who ratted me out, by the way? Was it Titus? No, he wouldn't have broken first.
Yeah, Claudia was the first to share her suspicion.
Oh. I knew the kitten had claws, but not like this. But she couldn't have known I was on the coast. How did you find me?
Your first guess wasn't entirely off.
Titus and his boys, man. They told us you were on the coast.
Even now, Kim is a paragon of professionalism. He is trying to make a clean cut of telling her she was betrayed.
Well, fuck. Those guys liked me, I know it. If this is what happens to people whom people like...
A dull despair is creeping into her voice.
How the fuck do the rest of you get by?
I do it by asking questions, and I have some for you.
Like what?
She adjusts her grip on her
I
gun.
already told you I didn't do it.
A strong moral compass. She still wants the opportunity
I
to
see.
make a case for herself.
Would you say that Lely was a likable person?
I didn't like him. Hardened mercenaries aren't particularly likable types.
There's nothing more personal that you had against him? Perhaps his way with women?
You think I was envious of his conquests? Look, pussy's not a problem for me. And definitely not a reason to off someone.
You feel protective of the Union?
Yeah, sure. And I didn't like Wild Pines sending in those foreign hirelings. Me and a fuck ton of other people around here.
So you don't feel any sympathy for the Marks? It's hard work.
Plenty of broken people who don't come with that kind of body.
True.
Besides, they're paid well for what they do. I'm listening.
Do you have an alibi for when Lely was shot?
Man, I was with the boys the whole night. I hope they at least bothered to impress that upon me.
What was it? They said it was about 15 minutes, right? They did say you left to take a really long leak, 15 minutes.
Yeah, and I'm sure they also made some funny remarks about it. They always do. I've driven a lot of long haul and chugged a lot of beer, man. Can't do either without some power of mind over bladder. And anyway, that wouldn't have been enough time.
Yeah, our investigation has shown that 15 minutes was just enough time to commit the murder.
Wow. Now I'm curious. Please, explain.
Play pinball much?
No. Not since I was 14 and hanging out in the only diner in Dardenne. Haven't been into low-risk, no-reward games since moving to the city. Why?
There are some mysterious pinball machines in some pretty mysterious rooms in the whirling.
Yeah, and probably some ghosts from the time of the suzerain. I'm not really interested in supernatural mysteries.
What kind of mysteries interest you then?
Not murder mysteries either, if that's what you're
Darn. Think we had her there.
She looks you in the eye impassively, making it clear that she's not planning to comment on the matter any further.
Never mind mysteries, there's a secret way from the whirling bar to the roof.
Don't know it, but also... The shot couldn't have come from the roof, or we would have all heard it downstairs.
True.
She has a point there. No one mentioned.
That didn't go super well. You've got to lay something better on her.
You liked Claudia a lot.
I considered her a good friend, yeah.
But you wanted to be more than just friends.
Oh, so that's where you were going with this.
You said you wanted to run away with her.
That's a very sentimental way of putting it. We both had pasts we didn't want to catch up with us, and we enjoyed listening to music together. Why not go on a road trip?
The lieutenant watches her expectantly, occasionally shaking from the pain.
Okay, fine. I was into her. Claudia was into me too for a time, I know it. We even fooled around once. And yeah, after that I thought maybe we could make a go of it.
Claudia only said they may be kissed. Someone is lying here.
Aha. So Claudia said you only kiss.
If that's what she wants on the record, so be it. I'm not about to go into details for you to jerk off to later.
Fair enough.
Seriously, just move on.
Alright. Then what happened? But I do want details. Actually cringe from the head-splitting torment. What happened?
She rejected me with some wishy-washy bullshit about how she was confused because she felt so close to me and valued my friendship so much, and how guilty she felt for leading me on. I knew that wasn't the whole story, but thought, fine, I'll take it and move on.
Is peeping one of your hobbies?
Wow. Pissing, pinball, and now peeping. I'm just not following your insinuations, Detective.
There's a hole in the wall. You can see into Claudia's room. I wouldn't blame you if you...
If I want to stare at a pretty girl, I can pick one up at a bar. Or, worst case scenario, look at a naughty photo. Who has time to go skulking about the whirling, drilling holes in walls?
So you haven't been watching her through a hole in the wall?
Nope. Look, she has an effect on people. That je ne sais quoi that makes it impossible not to look at her when she walks into the room, and very difficult to look away. But traveling...
we really should have arrested Claudia.
For the same reason that she's everyone's type as an object of desire, she's not irreplaceable.
Claudia said you got very angry when she started seeing Lely, threatened her.
Yeah. One time when we'd both been drinking, I said some heated things about how dangerous her patterns with men were. I was a little worried she'd blow it out of proportion in her head. All the drugs she was doing can make you feel like you're living in a DeLorean tragedy.
Despite everything, you helped her by staging the lynching.
Yeah, the girl seemed terrified. The merc was beyond caring what happened to his mortal coil. It was a no-brainer.
Other things I ask about.
Go ahead. It's your body.
You have a gun?
And?
Where'd you get it?
The gun store.
What gun store?
Trigger Happy Jacks.
Really? Trigger?
What did you think? That I'm going to squeal on my gun supplier? Sorry, I'm not that kind of gal.
See, it's a front loader. Do you have another gun somewhere?
Sure don't.
Okay, so you don't have my gun.
The breech loader?
No.
This is such a wipeout.
This is such a wipeout. What kind of gun is it?
A Noctway 80 front loader. 2-barreled. Not really what you were looking for, I'm guessing.
No, it was not.
Yeah. Evidence.
So you're running drugs for the Union. I've been through your lorry.
So, Heart of Gold Tommy fucked me over too. Never trust a musician.
Oh, he didn't. I found my own way in.
Okay, great. You got into my lorry on your own. What now? You're going to arrest me for drug trafficking?
And you had a financial incentive to kill the merc.
Man, it's to get away from all that murderous shit that I left Jamrock, my previous employer.
Shotgun or a double-rifled rifle? I think the way they're calling it, it sounds like a double-rifled rifle. Lieutenant is unable to articulate his question.
She deliberately avoided naming the mob she worked for.
The Skulls, perhaps?
Able to find this out later.
I got lucky being a dispatcher. Never had to do any of the really dirty work myself. This gun has only been used for self-defense against serious scum.
Turns the knob down just a millimeter.
There. It's going to be easier to reach the machine now.
You're threatening us with it.
Based on what I've heard about you, you are serious scum.
Would you like to hang out on rooftops?
Who doesn't? Oh, you probably mean Claudia's rooftop. Sure, I've hung out there. She's got this great antenna.
What's so great about her antenna?
It's very powerful. I used it to tune into RCM frequencies. That's how I knew to be prepared for your arrival.
Alright, is that the only reason you hung out on the roof?
The view's pretty bomb, too. But you might say the antenna was the main attraction there, yeah. Along with Claudia.
So you're sure you didn't shoot the merc from the roof?
Yes, I'm sure. And anyway, as I said before, the shot had to have come from afar.
Alright, let's take a step back.
Yeah? Where?
More questions before doing anything.
Who killed the merc if it wasn't you?
How should I know? As I keep saying, he already had a bullet in his head when I got to him, and there hasn't been any useful gossip over the radio.
Those rings around her eyes, her tired voice. She's been staying up late, listening in on the conversations crisscrossing Martinez.
Police radio? You've been following the case?
Who hasn't? You know, I can still see him there, in Claus's room, lying on his side.
On his side? Oh, right, because she pushed him off of her. Okay.
He was still warm, but the bluish light coming through the broken window made him look as though he'd been dead for a good long while.
What happened Sunday night? Tell me your version.
She eyes you warily, as though gauging your sincerity.
It's okay. We just want to...
All right, don't kill yourself over it. I was shooting the shit with Hardie and the boys over a few beers, like always. Then Claudia comes in, all pale and shuddering. She sits down with a drink, trying to steady her nerves. So I grab a seat next to her.
Claudia said you knew something was wrong immediately.
No, I really didn't. She's not that easy to read. I just assumed she'd done too much blow. It wouldn't be a first for her. But
okay, that's a contradiction because the Hardys also said that she came up with a plan immediately. Seemed to know.
She asked me to come upstairs. The merc she'd been going with
There is
was
modern
lying on the
firearms.
floor.
Could it be an air rifle?
I knew she
Maybe.
couldn't get the authorities involved, so yeah.
Maybe. Or it could be a silencer, you know?
You made it look like he'd been hanged.
Claudia found it weird you came up with a plan so quickly.
What? No. Faking a lynching was her idea.
Her idea?
Yeah. In cold blood. It really surprised me how quickly she was able to get a hold of herself once we got up there. It was like she was another person. The party girl was gone. She asked me to help her drag him into the shower so she could wind the shower head around his neck to fake lividity. Then she dressed him while I went to get the Hardie Boys.
Claudia knew exactly what she was doing. You can't remain calm under pressure otherwise.
Showerhead, resourceful.
Yeah. I wasn't sure whether to admire her or be disturbed.
Do you think she killed Lely herself?
As I keep telling you cops, we didn't hear anything downstairs. No gunshot, nothing.
Could have been a silencer.
But even if this is true, weren't you worried this lynching might lead to...
War? The thought crossed my mind. But the mercenary's death was going to have repercussions either way.
The way
things are going.
Yeah, I don't think she's telling the full truth, at least, but it is injecting some doubt in my mind whether she actually did it, for sure.
She doesn't want to talk about this, but not because she has something to hide. She doesn't want the guilt.
Fuck it. I'm not responsible for these people after what they did to me.
If you didn't kill him, why hide?
I saw you roll into town. I wasn't about to stick around for questioning by a goddamn La Puta Madre agent.
What do you mean La Puta Madre agent?
Yes. You. Everyone says you're his peon. His human can opener.
Through the sudden sharp pain in your head, you hear the lieutenant mumble something.
Man, this is gonna be trouble.
fucking hell. And why me?
Why me?
He hears through the white noise. It's especially bad suddenly. Felt like a vein exploded.
Who's everyone? How do you know this?
Everyone in Jamrock. The cops, the criminals. Why do you think I'm holed up in here with a goddamn death ray waiting for you?
If she knows that about you, she must know your real name too.
Tell me, what's my name? If you know that about me, you must know my name.
Harry Dubois. One corrupt motherfucker with the disco pants and a funny tie. Agent to la puta madre.
So she knows your name. That doesn't mean you're on the tape. Criminals make up bogeyman stories about cops all the time.
True.
All of this just means that you're effective. Criminals know you and are scared of you.
I've heard of La Puta Madre. He's dangerous, right?
Is that a joke
he's like the mob
or a
boss.
threat? I'm guessing both.
That was a real question.
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't believe you.
I'm sure La Puta Madre himself will explain it all to you soon enough.
What did you do to this Madre anyway?
You've been to my lorry. You think the biggest player in Jamrock appreciates competition? Now I have Harry Can Opener in my lair. Fucking Titus.
She's not going to change her mind that easily. She still perceives you as a threat. Wait, one thing, possibly small, but she said you rolled into town. Was that you singular or plural? She might know something.
When I came into town, was there anyone with me?
Yeah, you had your death squad with you. What happened to them anyway?
Who was in the squad?
Well, it wasn't this scrawny dude. You had two guys and a lady. The guys looked pretty buff.
I think those are the
Lady
people
wasn't
hanging
bad
out in the
either.
whirling in disguises. That's all, thank you.
Well, this has been a great talk, really. But I think I'm going to hit the road now.
Alright, destroy the machine. When you started, there was this one chick everyone was afraid of her, remember? Yeah, it's this girl. At least that's what I took it as.
You did it. The compressor lies broken on its side. It's quiet in your head again. It still hurts like hell, but...
See them fireworks, Kim?
She looks at the machine, assessing the damage. Her hand trembles.
Oh, fuck it.
Okay. Convince her to put the gun down. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I should have brought some rhetoric. Shit.
You should know the words to say. You've been here yourself. So why is it not coming to you? Because you've been going around pointing a gun at yourself, trying to answer the same question in vain. Her finger squeezes the trigger now.
It's drunk, I didn't mean it.
No, wait. Finally, it comes to you. A way to connect with her.
I know, I've been let down by women too.
She
Okay.
flashes you an incredulous grin. Then she exhales sharply, shakes her head, and pulls the trigger.
Oof.
You watch as her brains trickle out through her neon hair.
Oh, God.
Fuck.
Lieutenant stands motionless, watching the blood pool in the sand.
Get a hold of yourself. He needs your support now, too.
Okay, okay. What do we do now?
We clean up. It may take days for processing to pick up her body. We need to move it somewhere. That tent there.
Bummer, man. Bummer. Big bummer. True me. It's like they know. It's like they know they just fucked your health here. Dark water trails into the distance. There's no way out. Cooking utensils. She has prepared herself porridge with bananas. Very nice.
The plain red tent stands by dispassionately. It was pitched by practiced hands. She was used to camping out. You
Inside.
see a rolled-up sleeping bag and personal belongings.
Man, I'm really bummed we couldn't save her.
We should put her in the sleeping bag, so the rats don't get to her.
Okay, let's carry her over here.
The lieutenant nods. There she lies, cocooned in the sleeping bag, surrounded by empty cigarette packs, books, and half-read magazines. Magazines? You should look through them.
Shine your flashlight on the books and magazines.
Assorted soft covers, mostly pulp horror. A motor carriage lies buried in the snow on one cover. On another, a ghost airship. You also
why not
see
take her gun
a
while we at it?
collection
Yes,
of Radio
why not?
Enthusiast
I mean, because
magazines.
it's evidence, it's the real answer, but it would be nice to have at least.
See anything?
Lieutenant peeks in through your shoulder, over your shoulder, rather. Sift through the magazines.
Rager Monthly, Journal of Material Science. More Technological Digest. One of the magazines doesn't have images on the cover. It's not a magazine. It's a leather notebook.
A notebook.
You pocket the worn brown leather journal. She watches by, motionless.
We should read this immediately, like right now.
Thank you, Kim. Ruby's journal.
A thick journal. The cover is worn like someone used to carry it around in their back pocket. It's made of full-grain leather.
How do we find a Playboy
The lower
magazine
left
among them? I
corner
mean,
of
it
the back cover
would be in
sports an
character
embossed
for her.
brand name, Schneller. Schneller is a stationery brand from Gottwald, beloved among architects and engineers. She had good taste and must have taken what she recorded here seriously.
Right, unwind
the journal falls open. About 2/3 of its ruled pages have been filled.
Study the handwriting.
The large cursive of someone who writes quickly and confidently, perhaps too confidently. Many phrases and even paragraphs have been crossed out, with tiny corrections scrawled above and in the margins.
Flip through the pages.
It's a mix of logistical notes, diagrams, and personal reflections, all dated.
Right, let's look at the one on the night of the murder if we have it.
We could learn a lot from this.
Alright. Yeah, what did she write the day Lily died? That's what I want to know.
Nothing on March 4th. March 5th, though. Well, that's bound to come back and bite me in the ass. I'm bad at this. Loyal to a fault. But that's another matter entirely. She is referring to betraying her previous employer. Does this suggest she did it in self-defense?
So what kind of logistics?
Hard to tell exactly. It's mostly noted down in code. Looks like contact information.
Okay, so it's her drug,
quantities,
it's her drug running,
directions.
There could be useful information about local operations in those notes. We have a junior sergeant at my station who's good with codes. I can give this to her after we finish this.
Professionalism is his coping mechanism.
Yeah, that sounds about right. What are the diagrams of?
Esoteric radio technology. The most recent ones probably pertain to the latitude compressor, sketches, calculations of distance and density. You make out a familiar spiral shape.
Anything personal?
Short, wry observations of people and places. Probably a way to pass the time on the road. Also, what appears to be attempts to sort through some difficult decisions. There are a few passages with many questions in them. Staff issues. Always tough on the leadership. You smell traces of betrayal.
How far back do the entries go?
The first entry is from August 2nd of last year. It reads simply, I know my position is precarious. All I can do is make myself as useful as I can while looking for a way out. Remember, no one is indispensable.
Anything about La Puta Madre?
That name isn't mentioned as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Small wonder. Would you talk about La Puta Madre in your journal? You do see an M though. La Puta Madre? M is mentioned on March 9th and March 15th.
Read the entry.
Great. M's peon is coming to town.
Gotcha.
No doubt to investigate the lynching. But also, I feel it in my gut to finally put a bullet in my head while I'm napping in my lorry or on a smoke break. Well, I won't stick around just to twist my own neck by constantly looking over my shoulder. Then again, isn't that what I've been doing ever since I got the call? Things played out just as she had feared, except you didn't shoot her.
I wouldn't do something like that. My record proves that I would not do something like that. I've only killed 3 people.
Maybe it's the old you. Or maybe she was just paranoid.
How about the 12th?
Been holed up here for 3 days now. I'm used to being alone and all, but I don't know when I'll be able to leave, or if I'll be ratted out. They will rat me out, of course. I've made it a point to believe in the best in people, the boys, for example. But experience tells me, did M feel truly betrayed by me? I was feeling threatened. He'd have to know if he threatened people. They'd take measures to protect themselves. Even I know that. Economic measures, first of all. Gotta make a living, right? I can still hear his voice in the receiver. Taste the plastic. The entry ends abruptly.
It's the most recent entry.
The most recent entry is from today. It reads, even when I leave here, if I leave here alive, what's my next move? Staging a lynching is a crime, even if I'm not accused of murder on top of that. Forever on the run. Not really my idea of the open road. Man, I was really looking forward to winning.
Okay, well, that certainly is pretty strong evidence that she didn't do it.
I don't think she killed the mercenary. It looks like she might have been framed.
Don't get emotional.
Okay, what do you mean framed?
By the Hardie Boys? By Glacier? By us?
Am I really a La Puta Madre agent?
No, I don't think you are. Ask someone in your precinct if you want to be sure.
He truly does not believe you are. Perhaps he shouldn't be so trusting.
Perhaps.
His trust is well placed. You aren't. You can feel it.
Who do you think killed the merc?
Glacier was the one who pointed the finger at Ruby. Perhaps she was trying to steer us away from herself, or...
But no one heard the shot.
Maybe she had an accomplice. Either way, we need to keep an eye on her.
Yeah, I strongly suspect we aren't going to find Clasha when we go back, but yes, I would like to go back and try to arrest her.
One thing is for certain. We have business back in the whirling in rags. Questions to ask. We should get to it.
Unfortunately, I don't know that we're going to get back to the whirling in rags in time. The Puta Madre translated that as the Whore Mother, yep. Fuck. I really wish that hadn't played out like that. Really wish that hadn't played out like that. What? Can I? Yeah, okay. Let me out. Alright. Yeah, because Clasha goes away at 2300, so... I think we're kind of screwed, unfortunately. It's not that we didn't simply lunge at her since she's pointing the gun away from us. Yeah, well, Harry's special.
I'm afraid we don't have time for rest stuff.
Right. God, yeah, I'm really bummed that RNGesus forsook us there. I'm sure it's possible just to save her, right? That's probably it's probably very needed to actually wrap up the case neatly. Like, as it stands, we might,
Stop. Now. It is time.
For the tribunal?
Yes. And it's not going to be fun.
What am I supposed to do?
Arm yourself with anything you can. Unless you have nothing. Because you didn't find your lost gun, then just walk to your death. I can talk you out of it, whatever it is. You're too likable to die. Don't worry.
I'll fight with my bare hands if I have
It would be better if you didn't have to. It's not just your own life that will be at stake.
I'm all out of shits to give, loincloth.
There he is!
Welcome to the fucking reckoning. Put your damn gun down. People are gonna get hurt. We need to talk this through. All right? Shut up.
Talk yourself out of this, loincloth shit fuck.
This is the scab leader. His chest rises and falls under the ceramic breastplate. His fingers reach for the butt of his
So the
side.
scab leader was the merc all along. Makes sense. Say nothing.
This is a misunderstanding. Nothing irreversible has happened yet. You can just return to your unit and forget all about this.
The Kypt is merciful, willing to spare us if we just forget about our murdered and humiliated commander. I think we should just kill everyone, Corty.
God damn.
You are all drunk. Come to your senses.
Sounds
You
very
won't
sure of
gun down
herself.
7 people in the middle of the street? This isn't a frontier town or a jungle outpost.
Easy, Lizzie. Let me handle it. I know guys like this. I'm sure we can come to a peaceful agreement. Ain't that right, fellas?
He is facing overwhelmingly superior fight, and he knows it.
Peaceful.
Rude Honkloen. Sounds like the armored figure is weeping.
Nest in your abdominal cavity like a little wild mouse. The masked man's words are barely intelligible, but you can hear them.
Fuck, there's a third one. How did we miss something like this?
Big one is the damn scab leader.
If this turns into a firefight, we should take him out first.
A sound strategy. He's the leader.
Alright, what do we do?
My plan is not to get killed, but we have to intervene.
Yep, we're out of time. This is...
Mercenary Tribunal.
Alright. This is the police.
Get lost, comedian. You cops had your chance. Now it's
Pass the check, Ruby just runs away, yep. He licks his lip, waving his gun at the crowd. Losing his balance for a moment, he staggers backward.
Pig, fuck!
Alright, no one needs to die here today.
Oh, people are gonna die today. We're not leaving it like this. These tribals hung him up for everyone to see.
No one is going to kill anyone. Let's just put the guns down and talk like civilized human beings.
With a wordless gurgle, the killer loads his long rifle. The leader gives a small nod to the helmeted man. You feel your fists contract as you stand there between these men, all carrying real weapons. You really, really should have a gun in your hand by now. Or something dangerous. This feels scary. No, it's okay. Soften him up and trust the others to attack if it comes to that. Make him talk. Present an argument. Even if it comes to a fight, it's always a good idea to drag it
True,
out.
very true.
Get under his skin.
Fuck.
I don't know about this getting under his skin. He'll only get under yours. I'm barely keeping you together here. This is it.
Listen, they didn't do it.
Yeah? Who did then?
Someone else. Someone who's not here now.
How fucking convenient.
He was shot from a great distance. A sniper did it.
You think I'm fucking stupid, cop? What if I just shot one of your pals here, right now, huh? How about the kid? Tell me, it's a magic fucking sniper one more time.
Listen, please. This cop and this drumhead court marshal won't decide who...
Think, why doesn't he believe me?
Your mind grinds to a halt. All you can see is the revolver in the man's armored hand.
She wasn't even there.
He pulls it.
Oh,
A plume of
there
smoke
she goes.
erupts from the muzzle.
RNGesus fucked us again at the worst time.
The shot rings in your ears. A low, tinny ring. Then the Hardie Boys yell something.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Woman grabs her left side. She's down. Her white shirt soaks a blood red around her abdomen. She gasps for her, "You are not okay."
Fuck this!
Man starts pulling something out of his pocket. Eugene, I don't know about
Gene!
that.
Cancel Lizzie! Now!
What about Downwell? Had blue eyes. Alright. Where's Klasia? She can explain this.
Who the fuck is that?
Klasia, the woman upstairs. Where is she?
She left!
Of course she did.
Unarmed, hunched, but keeping it together.
What do you mean she left?
She left! Her room's cleaned out! Right before these assholes showed up!
We should have arrested her.
Lieutenant whispers, his eyes still on the armed mercenaries.
Hey, Bushman! Your little cunt isn't gonna help you out of this one!
She's gone. Forget about it now. Concentrate on this.
Think of an argument.
International something. International law.
This tribunal is against international law.
Look around, you livestock!
Yeesh.
We're about to butcher the lot of you. Where is your international law?
There will be ramifications, but there don't need to be. Let's go inside and discuss what our investigation has uncovered. We have important...
We're not fucking coming anywhere, Sailite.
It's a miracle no one got shot this time. Stop attempting to use your head. It won't work.
Alright, talk about the hangman. Thank God.
Dangerous. Ask about him first. You don't want personal facts about his dead friend coming out of your mouth. He has to start it.
I knew you weren't a goddamn scab leader.
Yeah, I don't fucking act so well. Laylee had a hard-on for making faces for you natives. Fucking food aid shit. That shit is
Yeesh.
done now. Trigger time.
Man, they really view this as the third world, huh? That's crazy. Who are you?
Sergeant Major Raoul Cortiner, reporting in to burn this fucking mud hut to the ground.
Points at the whirling in rags.
As he moves, the interlocking pieces of his armor click softly. Corti, Cortiner, Major Raoul Cortiner, friends with Lely.
Yes, we have heard about Cordy before.
Lely.
For killing, maiming, and humiliating our commanding officer, you're all sentenced to death by lead.
Near Lily, everyone says good things about him. He was a talker.
Fuck do you mean, talker?
We've heard testimony. People say he was charismatic, a nice guy to be around.
Yeah, he liked to chat up the natives, share leaflets, squeeze a bit of kit tass here and there. Great fucking idea that turned out to be.
Points toward the yard.
If Laylee was here, he would spare the lot of you. Maybe shoot one for show. But me, I'm not a big fan of public affairs, clay monkey. I'll gun every one of you down for what you did.
Ready to open fire, Major. At your command.
He had blue eyes, didn't he, your colonel?
Baby blue, yeah. Like someone fucked up and put a baby's eyes on a grown man.
He smiles, pulling his face in a strange way.
It was creepy, but bitches like that shit, I guess. Or, I don't know what bitches like. I just know how to mow down clots.
Your colonel did not deserve to go out like that, I promise. I will find his killer.
Find his killer? Cop, his killers stand right there, shitting their pants, and you're standing in the way, protecting them.
They didn't...
The woman holds onto her side, teeth rattling.
Shush. Blood's all gone out now. Not long to go till the rattle starts. 1 down, girl. 7 to go.
This did nothing. You think you were onto something? You just wasted time. Please, act.
Wild Pines rep does not approve of this.
You think I care what that company cunt thinks?
Wild Pines is not going to forgive you massacring a bunch of innocent people.
The man stares at you with bloodshot eyes, a bull ready to charge. He's not listening, but looking for an opening.
We're working together. She knew you were out of control. She told me.
She's gone, you stupid fuck. Sailed off 5 minutes ago. She doesn't give a shit about you, Silos. Stay cool. How is she?
I'll be okay. I'll be...
She puts her bloody hand on her heart and starts shaking. Yeah, you're not gonna be okay.
She'll be gone soon, too. Company bitch is gone. Laylee's cunt is gone. Laylee's gone. fuck are we still doing in this shithole?
Looks around, tired suddenly, sad even.
Guys, I just get in the way. I don't even have a gun.
Shanky, what a little bitch.
Hold your ground. Any more of you run, I'll shoot you myself. We're doing this together.
Who's that? Didn't know you had a third guy.
Rude. Rude is the killer. Rude.
I think Rude is the killer.
Cloven. He doesn't talk much.
All of you cunts inside out.
The killer?
The gunner. The raddest. The killer.
Nods towards the woman. Points to the figure clad entirely in ceramic plate.
What do you think he does?
There, on the rim of Owen Clerven's helmet, you count little stick figures. 19, 20, 21.
Tends to the stables?
What are we waiting for? Let's blow that big fucking mouth off his face.
Hold your fire! Wait for my command.
He has chewed his lips bloody.
Oh, God.
This man has been under severe emotional pressure recently.
You're all drunk. Look at yourself.
Yes. So what?
Your judgment is impaired. You'll regret this. This is not going to help.
Nah. I'm clear as day. Fucking government-ordained super soldier.
Enough already! What is this? We didn't come here to fucking chat!
Interrupt me again and I will execute you on the spot, Lance Corporal.
Why did I not find my lost gun?
What's that, loincloth? I can't hear you. Sounds like you got your mouth full of dick. Rude.
Shit, this is it. Tell him anything. Tell him you have more information.
Kill me and you'll never find out who killed your colonel. I've been withholding information.
Rude. Kill him.
The porcelain man raises his rifle and takes aim at you. His hands are steady, and the long barrel of the rifle sways slowly.
Where is Kim?
From the corner of your eye, you see the lieutenant raise his pistol and aim it at Rude.
All right, Orange Jesus, don't fuck me now.
You look left,
Matrix that shit!
Tearing fabric off your coat. Feels like the lightest of tucks.
Prepares Bible. Oh, I am the one, Chitao. I am the one. Stop shooting at me!
The man tilts his head, trying to see through the clearing smoke for the next shot. Watch out. To your left, DePaul is about to take a shot too, at Kim.
God, please.
2 shots ring at once. One from the lieutenant's pistol, and the other from DePaul's. It's aimed at the lieutenant, but it misses. You hear a scream behind you.
Who screamed?
Glenn.
Oh, boy.
A puddle of blood behind you. His mangled torso has 2 gunshot wounds. Blood gushes out of them like red geysers. Oh, God. Watch out. You see 2 cold eyes looking at you through all the smoke and panic, and a pistol raised, aiming at your chest, point blank. Then the man squeezes the trigger.
Let's give it a shot. That's unfortunate. Oh.
You can't. There is no time. Something inside your pelvis explodes. Your entire lower body is on fire, and your legs can't support you. You fall down like a rag doll.
Ouch.
The pain is too immense to scream. It pushes the air out of your lungs. Everything goes dark. A distant blur as you recede into it.
Touch your lower body.
It feels slick and warm with blood. The pain is too strong to know what has happened there. Even clutching to your consciousness takes everything.
Your dick better be intact. Well, he couldn't have shot me in the. He couldn't have shot me in the arms or the chest, because I did have the armor. What parts of me are missing?
Most of what's down there.
Oh God.
It's all gone. Open your eyes now. You have to see what's happening. No. It's just a fear. Even if, who cares? No one wants you anyway.
Listen through the darkness and the pain.
The Hardie Boys are yelling. Someone is running, jumping over you. In the background, you hear gunfire shatter glass, and then a man in pain. A familiar sound. It's Titus with a splat like meat. You hear bullets rip into him. His voice, still giving orders, grows fainter. A gurgle. He's not gonna make it.
All right, open your eyes.
Nothing. A persisting darkness. Dancing lights of pain. Distant shadows cast by them. Like a hellish play.
You're bleeding out.
There's a white shadow that smells like apricots. It's always there.
Stay with me.
You feel burning hot tears streaming from your eyes. It said I have a vast soul. Do I have a vast soul?
Yes, keep talking. You hear me? Stay awake.
But you can't. It's so hard. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the sounds ever more distant. And a cold comes over you. The lieutenant, too, is somewhere far away, almost gone, when suddenly you sense something behind him.
Tell me, Harry, did you have life insurance? Who knows?
A shadow towering. Someone stands there, raising his pistol at him. The lieutenant does not see it. He's pushing down on your wound with both hands.
Kim!
No, you scream. Behind you, from your bloody lips. Your eyes are full of fear.
If I got shot in the leg, how am I puking up blood? There's no vital organs down there.
There is no room for hesitation. The lieutenant turns around and fires, his body falling on yours in the course of the motion. You hear a roar of pain, a death scream. The sound disappears like someone pressed stop on the tape. The hulking figure, too, is gone. And so is Kim. And the whole world.
Fall into total darkness.
This is death. One more door, baby. One more door.
Will I be a ghost now?
Brother, you already were a ghost. Up there screaming along with all of them. Scaring each other. Haunting each other. It's the living who are ghosts. The dead are silent. They don't rattle windows or write letters in blood. The living do. Leave them behind. Rest.
No, let me back into the fight.
The fight? There is no fight. The fight is over. It was lost 1,000 years ago. You have laid here forever. Keep falling.
For a muzzleloader, it has many chambers to shoot from, right? No, they did not have muzzleloaders. They had semi-auto weapons. Yeah.
He's not taking it. His body is not taking it. Oh God, no. He's not disintegrating. He's swelling up instead. Over the hours. Hurting. Moaning in his sleep. And rotting. And being
Yeah, if the limbic system is still talking, we're not dead.
Drugs and feeling saliva in his mouth. Drifting in painkillers. Thrashing in his wound sleep.
Glad Kim made it. Not before the case is solved. Volition knows what's up.
There was a radio in the distance. A radio of the world. Playing sounds. Good morning, Elysium.
I mean, Kim, there's no way he could reload a muzzleloader during the shootout after the first shot. Did he take a shot? Yeah, I guess he did. Well, we don't know how long we were down on the ground, though. We might have lost consciousness for a little while. But yeah, that's true. Maybe he had a double-barreled sort of thing like she did. It'd be a little weird on a muzzleloader, but yeah.
Hours turn to days. Soon we will get up again and go through it again. Finally, we know what the infernal engine was outside. The clarion call.
The engine of a Caprice Kinema.
Like a cap and ball revolver, maybe. Although when Kim used his gun the first time, it seemed very much like it was just the one shot. Then he had to reload. Who knows?
No, it was him. He is the infernal engine. Can't you see? He never stops.
He only gets worse. Yeah, big relate.
You see the lieutenant's familiar shape in the orange jacket. It turns double, then triple, from the pain.
I'm just glad Kim made it, honestly.
Sunrise, Parabellum.
Sunrise, Parabellum. Lieutenant says he's in the middle of a freshly cleaned room with the fan above his head like a halo. His face is covered in bruises. The room, it's clean.
Mr. Gart cleaned it. It took him an entire day.
How long have I been out?
2 days, in and out. You've been up enough to take Dramamine and curse. And drink water.
The piss jacket, Kim, you took it off?
Yes. The joke wasn't funny anymore. I took it off.
You were knocked out for 2 days.
The close proximity of death must have made the lieutenant contemplate his life choices. He's done with the jacket.
Ouch.
It's not ouch time yet. You just got the Dramamine pill an hour ago. Wait until it wears off.
Dramamine? Then it's not that bad. Neither surgical nor organ damage bad.
We still have both of our legs, at least.
Under the counter bad.
What did you say, Sunrise?
Sunrise, Parabellum. Sunrise, prepare for war. It's an old revolutionary saying.
Is it war today?
The gates of the harbor are boarded up. The streets are a little more empty. Apocalyptic violence is yet to erupt, I am relieved to say.
He looks out the window.
I think we may have held it off, for now. Barely.
Good.
Yes, we have also completely failed. But that's okay.
What happened?
What happened? We tried to take the diplomatic route and hoped they wouldn't attack first. They did.
So
the Major gave the
Princess is
command.
still intact, yeah. What happened then?
As retaliation, their rifleman tried shooting you. He missed, or you dodged.
I dodged.
Then I shot and wounded him, while Glenn took a bullet in the spine. It was meant for me. Glenn did not survive.
Pause.
Titus, Fat Angus, and Theo charged. Angus and Theo died before they made it to intensive care. Titus died in the hospital. Yesterday. Alain and the young musician, I forget his name, they are all that's left.
Titus is dead?
Yes.
Nod.
You were bleeding out. I think you said something about your wife. And you won.
Aha! He disarmed the Major. That was
the
the gunshot. It was the Major's gun going off while he was being disarmed. Nicely done, Cam.
I was not able to kill him, as I should have. Crenel took him. A stray bullet killed DePaul, though. And that's what happened.
Stray bullet? Okay, DePaul was the woman, I think. And the Major?
He's in a private hospital across the river. Crenel claimed him from the local butcher shop where Titus died. Turns out he's...
Oh, fancy.
We won't get to him anymore. The good news is he's not coming here either. I did some damage.
Fuck yeah, Cam. How many casualties on the Union side total?
5. Glenn, Theo, Angus. The fat one. He took a lot of bullets. And Titus.
So yeah, Elaine and Shaky, I guess his name was.
And Elizabeth too. Elizabeth Beaufort was her name.
Yeah, no,
the gardener.
Not surprised she didn't make it.
No, she bled out before Everard's surgeon could help her. Everard sent his personal doctor, but a costly loss for the Union. She was being trained for leadership.
Would have presented the theory better to their leader.
She never had a chance. She should not have been there in the first place. There was no way to convince
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Stop this line of thought now. You're too broken for ghosts.
So Titus is dead?
Yes.
And that's all. Yeah, that's an absolute disaster.
Yes, officer. 6 people are dead. It's not a success.
+1. Ruby.
Ruby,
But what's done is done. The violence is cordoned off. The Hornets did not get into the beehive. The worst scenario has not materialized. Yet. And we are still alive. Both of us.
Somehow, some way, we're both still alive.
He did not expect you both to survive once you stepped
right.
between those two armies.
Right. How bad am I hurt?
Reasonably bad. You were shot in the left quadriceps. That's your thigh. The outer side, thankfully, no major arteries were nicked. The bullet was removed and bacterial infection treated with mercurochrome.
Can I walk?
We will see.
Are you hurt?
Not very. I have a concussion from the major beating me with the butt of his gun. I tried to not move too much. Things would be worse if you didn't warn me. Thank you. I did not see him coming. Stupid of me.
Anyone from my station been to see me?
No.
Isn't that strange?
I called your station after the fight. The injury was logged in. They told me they've sent officers to join you on the site.
Okay.
I'm sure they're worried about you.
No, they would be here if they were
I think
truly
they are
worried.
here. I think we know who they are. If they're so worried about me, where are they?
I don't know.
Alright. So if not my station, then who treated
I
me?
did.
Oh, thank you.
No need.
Alright. Get up.
Easy now.
It turns double again before your eyes. An orange hue of pain.
How are you?
I'm very bad, Kim. Things are very bad.
The lieutenant doesn't reply. Just looks at you, teetering on your feet.
The purpose of the gun now, as my hint is, get people to sign the papers Everett gave you. That's the key for your gun, I see. What happens now, Kim?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
We can't talk to Everard. The harbor is in lockdown. Everyone in there is outside our grasp now. And Joyce has left too.
Right, they did say Joyce left.
Yes, she left yesterday morning. To meet the board of Wild Pines, or that is what I've heard. There's a pin somewhere in the machine that keeps Connell from sending in a death squad.
I see.
Maybe it's her. Maybe she kept her hand. Either way, Ruby's gone. And Claudia too. We really should have arrested her, you know?
You checked? She really...
Guard confirmed she left 20 minutes prior to the tribunal showing up.
So who do you think did it then? I'm thinking it's that third merc that showed up.
I don't know. I think the theory you presented, it's someone else outside our circle of suspects, was right. It better be. Everyone within the circle is either dead or gone. Honestly, I think our investigation has not produced a single credible suspect.
What about the hole in the wall? Someone was checking her out.
I don't know. That's been there for years.
True. There's still a 28% possibility the shot came from a distance.
We should go upstairs, rethink the ballistics in situ. I agree with this. What else?
The fucking Maybells, Kim, the flowers.
What?
They were on the roof. I did not catch them. Fucking Butterfingers.
Every piece of garbage in the city is not connected to the cave. You don't have to catch everything.
No, I do. I do, Kim.
He's wrong.
He's wrong. Every piece of garbage in the city is connected to the case. You can see it's clearly not meaning it. And there are all these old bunkers and weapon caches, Revolutionary era.
We could find thousands more if we wanted. All of Revachol is full of them.
But they seemed so mysterious.
I'm just gonna say nothing.
There's a little pause. He says nothing as well.
This is because I'm a La Puta Madre peon, isn't it?
Don't be narcissistic. Half the cops in Revachol West are his peonies. Even if you are, it is not a decisive factor in this case.
That does make some
sense. Alright. You know what I think about solving crimes?
He arches his brow. The ceiling fan patiently spins overhead.
Solving crimes is hard.
It really is very hard.
It's really very
that
hard.
Concussion must be making him dizzy.
Yeah. You're not ready to give up, are you?
No. Are you ready to limp?
I'm ready.
Good. Where do you want to limp to?
The lieutenant did mention doing more ballistics. Also, it's just close enough to endure the walk.
Yep. Let's check Clash's room.
Why not?
Extinguishes the cigarette on the sole of his boot. Okay, yeah, we probably don't need the flashlight anymore.
Another look at the window, perhaps? The one he was shot through. I don't know. I can't think of anything better.
Well, could have been worse, I guess. We could have not saved Kim. Oh, man, you're not even limping. Look at you go, dude. You're not even limping. Alright, yeah, I want visual calculus, though. I think I have better clothes. Yeah. Encyclopedia, no, I do want perception for sure. Where's the Jamrock biker shades? There we go. Actually, logic might be helpful. Two encyclopedia -1 perception. I mean, we've got a lot of logic. Put that on. So best case scenario, Titus and some of the boys surviving, which we don't have, and you will always get shot during that skill check. Sure, makes sense. Yeah, we really should have arrested Claudia. Fuck. That leg hurts. Maybe if you don't run, it'll be okay. I don't know about that one. Did she leave a note? Looks like she left a note. It's like she left something on the table.
Next to the stack of bills, you see a note. A few lines jotted down in large, uneven handwriting, just as the writer was about to rush out the door. I'm sorry, I fucked everyone over. P.S. I didn't kill him. P.P.S. Gift upstairs.
Gift upstairs.
A gift.
Seems she left in a hurry.
It's hardly surprising.
Could this gift
I am not drawing my gun. Yet. But I don't like gifts.
Yet.
He says he's not, but his hand moves instinctively toward his holster as he studies the note.
Alright.
Relax. Not everyone is out to trap you.
When Volition says that about Claudia, you know it's legit. He was the one who doubted her from the start. Well, note says she didn't do it. Gift upstairs. Red thread, made out of nylon. It leads out the room and onto the roof. Thread is tied to the antenna. That the gift? Must be, right? What could that mean? Something from the antenna got him?
You see the same two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman, only now a red thread bisects the room, pointing from the antenna outside to the cupboard on the wall.
So the shot came from the antenna. Was it a bullet? Or did Ruby use like some sound waves or some shit to kill him? She damn near killed us with the sound waves.
This is ballistics. She's left a trajectory for us.
Tests the thread with his finger. Drawn taut, it rebounds instantly.
A ray of backward motion explodes from his mouth to the roof outside, A prime, to then widen into a radius of locations in Martinez, B prime, B double prime, and B triple prime.
Where does the thread lead?
It suggests the bullet came from the extreme upper quadrant of possible angles, from a point beyond the roof. B triple prime.
The one we couldn't get to, the one that's on the islet.
The island in the bay.
Uh-huh. Is she trying to tell us the shot came from the islet?
Unless she thinks the perpetrator was standing on the ring antenna. That is where the thread seems to point.
There are ruins on that islet. Sunken sea fort. I saw it through the coin-operated viewer.
I remember.
How did she know how to do this?
She was there that night. She would have known precisely where the bullet hole was in the glass.
She had a long time to think about it after, standing on that roof, staring at the glass.
It also looks like there may be more to her skill set than we know. The question is, should we trust her?
I think this is her way of saying she's sorry.
I find that hard to believe. But at this point, what difference does it make?
It's also the only point of origin we haven't ruled out yet.
So it is.
For a second he seems tired.
Need to go to the island? The wind blows in from the open window. The lieutenant sighs, looking into the cold distance across the water.
The lead is flimsy. You might as well go around Martinez, looking under every
that's what
rock
we've been
and
doing for the
talking
past
to
few
every
days.
person. But what else is there?
Continue.
There, across the grey water, amidst crumbling concrete, a birch tree, and the half-sunken ruins of a flak tower.
What else is there?
Not a lot, no.
Remember an anti-aircraft gun, or the ruins of one on the island?
Could be the makings of a sniper's nest.
He nods.
Why not? Military fortifications are made for that kind of thing.
Well, I'm going to the island. You in?
Of course. I mean...
Takes a second to gather himself, then says...
How do we get there? Joyce Messier had a sloop, but she's gone.
Yeah, Lillian could take us. She's towing her boat.
Ah, yes, of course. The village. Let's go.
Let's go. I know, I'm kind of glad to hear that you always do get shot in that showdown. Do we finish our thoughts? No. Time got paused for us while we were finishing our thoughts. Okay. I kind of want to actually... I want to read a book real quick. I want to read this medicinal uses of the pail.
Medicinal purposes of the pail.
Shame that you have to do the Everett quest to get your gun. It really is. I actually don't feel too bad about not getting my gun if you have to do the Everett quest, because seriously, fuck Everett. Open the book.
Flipping through the book, you find a number of sections on the general benefits of the pail. A large pharmacopoeia makes up nearly half of the book.
What's a pharmacopoeia?
You come across the following explanation. While modern pharmacopoeia are continually updated by so-called experts based on the results of clinical trials, readers will find assembled here the timeless wisdom relied upon by generations of traditional Zeolite medicine practitioners, Mesk mystics, and Ilmaran folk doctors. It's all quackery, in other words.
Shut up, encyclopedia. I'm here for some bullshit.
Finally, something to calm the angry spirits.
Yeah, shut those spirits up. You also forget that the gun isn't even loaded when you have to find bullets for it. That's why there were bullets under the planks. Yeah, I have 2 in my inventory. I forget where I found the first one, but yeah, we know why there was a bullet under the plank.
It seems to contain descriptions of the medicinal properties of various ingredients that may be gathered from the pail, as well as instructions for producing a variety of herbal remedies.
Well, something that will soothe the relentless torment of my existence.
What you're describing is booze. You don't need any herbs for that.
Think about restoring lost memories.
There are a number of Zeolite tonics that promise to improve your short-term memory, but nothing that speaks to your condition.
About curing an apocalyptic hangover.
There's nothing in here that speaks to hangovers directly. However, while browsing through the various descriptions, you become convinced that you could assemble something from the ingredients listed here.
Let's see what we got.
First, you need to choose a base ingredient.
Ginger root, sprig of fresh mint, or common meadow rue. Ginger's usually, it's
Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle.
Boil it with the tea made from birch bark, or aloe vera extract is pretty good. Ginger and aloe vera, let's go with birch bark.
Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add?
With some wild ginseng.
The ginger root will help with the nausea, and the birch bark tea will help you flush out the toxins. The ginseng should give you more energy, as a nice bonus. The very thought of this tea causes your muscles to relax and your mind to clear. You're more present and in control than you were a moment ago.
Savor the feeling a moment longer.
A tingle rushes down your spine, and you feel your toes uncurl. If only it could always be like this.
I want to try to conduct one of those hangover cures
Very well. First, choose a base ingredient.
Mint.
Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle.
Aloe vera?
Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Pomegranate seeds.
The ginger root will help with the nausea, and the birch bark tea will help
That's not what I did. That's not what I did.
You imagine yourself with a mug of this tea in a chair by the window. It's a beautiful image. But will it ever come true for you?
Book away. Alright. So yeah, I mostly just did that to get breakthroughs on my thoughts that I was doing.
What if you didn't lose your memory? What if something in Martinez came and stored it all away, for you to slowly open one box at a time, so you can choose which parts to keep? Keep almost none of it. Only the flowers on the windowsill. Only the distant sound of a radio. Lose all the actors, the dark shadows.
That is one way to
leave
look at
only
amnesia, I
the
suppose.
still lifes, the blissful distant wash of waves. If everybody knew, you never did. She'll be coming soon. That is all.
+1 suggestion, +1 inland empire, and +1 rhetoric. That's a damn good one. And white morning. I had a kid. I know I had a kid. Plus a 20% zoom out distance, all motorics learning caps raised by 1. And the little guy gets smaller and smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop on the corner, and finally in a matchbox house. Sitting by the window, white flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them from up here. It's awful. A white morning, a modern death. Divorce or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him. Make him smaller. Make him less you. Oh, we are the white morning. Gotcha. Okay. This is from Thoughts. Nice. Oh, is this, Stereo 8 player has been reunited with its right speaker. See gleaming white enamel, no bottles inside. Look, the door's open! You can walk right into Kim's room! Oh, this wasn't much of a room, Kim. Alarm is set for 6:50 a.m., just before we wake up. Medicinal supplies on the cupboards, mercurochrome, a scalpel, antibiotics. Let's go, Kim. Oh, but we can't go out Kim's front door, apparently. Alright, let's go to the island, then. Hey, Gart. Sorry about even more murders at your establishment.
You're up. It's good to see you back on your feet. Did you like your room? I cleaned it for you.
Did, thank you. Big improvement.
You're welcome. I thought it would be nice for you to wake up in a clean place after you, let's be fair, defended this establishment and its clientele from gunfire.
Not very well, mind you, but I did, well, a couple of them survived at least.
Defended maybe putting it a bit generously, though. I had a great view of you doing nothing to stop those psychopaths.
Hey, we did stuff. We did stuff.
Bullets started flying. Anyway.
He really wants you to realize that he was also on the balcony looking by. In the danger zone, so to say.
I wish you a quick recovery. Also, you and your partner are staying here free now. This establishment supports cops. The stay is free, the drinks are not.
Thanks, Gart.
Just felt I needed to specify that.
Where'd everyone go?
Oh, you know, people don't tend to stick around after shootouts. Turns out they're not good for business.
What happened to the man in the sunglasses?
I don't remember everyone who comes here, and many people wear sunglasses inside lately. Must be a fad.
Fad. Okay, so I have to mention, when it happened, you were right out there on the balcony.
Yeah, I was. Yeah. That's because I'm a bad...
real badass being out there on the balcony watching it happen.
It really took courage.
Don't pick at him.
Don't pick at him.
If you say it as two different words like that, it sounds like there's something wrong with your ass.
Yeah, well, fuck you too then. You have any more questions or stylistic pronunciation advice?
He's not too offended. The experience has changed something in him.
Alright, thanks.
No problem.
Later, Gart. Yes, I'm very attractive. Great, thank you. Oh, God.
Hi again, Gendarme.
Yeah. Can we pick up on why he's so different now?
It's the sports. He's a sports guy. All about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Bye-bye. Oh, boy. Yep. The only two survivors.
Seeing you approach, the bruised man clenches his fists.
Oh, it's you. Didn't think we'd see you walking anytime soon. Elaine, look. It's the cowardly cop.
Cowardly fuck you.
Huh? What?
Looks up, his eyes full of confusion as he'd just woken up from a deep sleep.
Our condolences for your losses.
Is he okay?
Does he look like he's okay?
He does not. His unshaven face is almost grey, and he reeks of piss, sweat, and booze.
Brutal.
While still alive, he has abandoned his own body to decomposition.
How badly was he hurt?
He wasn't. That's the thing. Titus, Theo, Dennis, Angie.
3 of the boys will always die. Titus
But
will
he
live
got
to
away
pass certain
without a
check. God,
scratch.
yeah.
There's nothing left. Nothing.
He has lost the will to live.
Don't think I could go on living
The
after
eyes,
this.
looking back to you from the narrow face, momentarily light up, and his lips move without sound. He said, "Thank you."
That shit ain't helping anyone, asshole. The fuck you want with us anyway?
What's gonna happen to the Hardie Boys now that Titus is dead?
Titus is fucking dead.
Mm-hmm.
What's gonna happen to the Hardie Boys? Look around you, man. This shit is done. There are no more Hardie Boys.
Gonna just go back to hauling containers in the harbor?
No, man. I don't know. I guess the Union will still be policing the neighborhood, but who's gonna do it now?
Didn't Titus have a brother, Tibbs?
Tiberius, he don't want to get mixed up in our shit. Titus has been buttering him for years.
Yeah, look.
On account of all this being fun as fuck.
Look how fun as fuck this ended up being.
But he's got his window fitting business, a wife with 2 kids, and a 3rd one on the way. No way he's gonna leave all that.
Any idea what happened to Klasha?
Damn songbird of misery, that one.
And shakes his
And do
head.
you have any information on this songbird of misery?
God said she took off sometime before the firefight. That's all. Trying to remember if there was anything. Oh yeah, he said she seemed to be in a real hurry.
Alright, take care, guys.
Yeah, you too. It's a rough world out there. It's not easy being a cop. We were too hard on you.
Wow. Didn't expect I'd get that from him.
Both of you. We shouldn't have fucked with you like we did. You got between us and a lot of bullets in that
Uh-huh.
fight. Matinees owes you one.
Why the fuck you calling me the cowardly cop, then?
That's kind of you to say. Take care of your friend, okay?
I will. You take care of yours.
A sharp pain shoots up your side and into your stomach. You must not look too good. Luckily, it passes.
Alright. Oh, God.
The graffito has been painted over the traces of the fight that took place here. It smells of blood and heavy fuel.
One day, you something. The return. One day you will see the return of them, I think.
This was Cindy the Skull.
Looks like Cindy the Skull finally found the words for her masterpiece.
The lieutenant crouches, touching the fuel oil with his finger.
Was it your car, Kim? Did she siphon it out of your car?
Looks like it. Yes. This is still fresh. It wasn't here yesterday.
Smell heavy fuel oil.
And blood. Some of it is even yours.
Wow.
Heavy fuel oil. Isn't that flammable?
You're trying to imply fingers.
You could buy some smokes, light up a ciggy and throw it in there. You know, just to see what happens. See if it's flammable. It's
Light
better
the graffito on fire with a burning
Safer.
cigarette. If one day, un jour, je serai, I don't know serai, de retour, probably return, or près, from, right, of you, de toi. Kim, would you pass me a light? Yeah. Oh, hey man.
My man, you're alive. Almost. Kind of. Sort of alive?
Yeah, I've been better.
Man, what a day. I missed out on most of the action, but I heard it was quite the encounter. Had a strong sense of finality to it. So what's next? You guys heading back to Jamrock now? Talk is local union muscle were behind it all. I'd reckon the case is closed, even if it kind of turned into a shit show.
Still looking around. Loose threads to tie up.
Good luck with that, my man. Ain't easy being you, but hey, you're still breathing, right?
Yep, I'll be off then. Do they sell, say, I don't think we can get into the, that's what Kim said, like, the way into the, harbor is blocked. Oh, we can talk to Mañana, though.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Yeah. Danger comes with the boyadero lifestyle, right?
There are types of danger. The one I'm usually concerned with is lung cancer or getting mauled by wildlife, not bullets. It calls back to an older era where this was commonplace, though. You have a true boyadero heart.
So where is everyone?
Hiding, gathering themselves. The harbor's in full lockdown, friend. No getting in or out.
You can't help me inside?
No, man. Not today. Today is war.
He says it matter-of-factly, like it's no big deal.
What's gonna happen next?
Time will tell. I'll tell Everard you dropped by. I'm sure he'll be glad.
What will you be doing now?
I'll be okay here, doing lookout. Quite the sight, aren't they?
Surveys the red flags straight from the harbor
I am.
gates.
Don't worry about me. I live to alleviate the worries of our brothers. See if any insane killers turn up. Then I'll run. And live.
Yeah, try not to get shot.
I'm sure I'll be luckier than you, friend.
This grin is as white as a desert. So are we locked? Yeah, I think we're locked out of the harbor now. We probably can't even go through this place. Yep. I doubt Measurehead is around anymore. Nope. Yep. See, I don't think we can get into the harbor and talk to Ever. They probably even blocked the other way from going. I want to check Fritta. I think there might be some health restores in there. Llerose is in the window. Those aren't the flowers that were left for Klasha. It's the Terra machine. What's this?
To the left of some croissants and juice bottles, you see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf. One is missing. The one you legally purchased.
Man, it's been a week and you haven't restocked.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Yeah. Probably not. I thought maybe there were some health I could purchase at Fritta. We could go around back and see if the Kuno's still hanging around. Yep, there's the Kuno.
Everyone says you started crying in the middle of a firefight and then bled like a pig. I guess that was cool.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Cool. That's very cool to Kuno. Just don't think because you got half your dick shot off and you're an invalid now, Kuno's gonna treat you different. Kuno doesn't reward weakness. It's business as usual with Kuno. Kuno's cold like that.
Feels good for some reason.
Feels good for some reason, yeah. Figure out what's going on with this kid. Yeah, we could take another roll on that. Actually, let me...
Watch out, pig. It's a dangerous world out there. But Kuno's got his eyes on you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Who knows?
Got my eye on you, gesture repeatedly. Yeah, let's dress for empathy. Alright, yep, so we get some empathy from the coat. We lose some empathy from the shirt, so let's replace that with something. I don't think we have an empathy shirt. Don't think we have a warm, fuzzy shirt. Not seeing a whole lot of empathy, just in general. not a whole lot of empathy to work with, so we can switch the shirt at least. Sure. Just put the white tank top on. Also want empathy from the glasses, actually. Fair enough. Alright. Yeah, let's see let's figure out what the fuck's wrong with Kuno here.
Fuck does Kuno care?
It's
hey!
Not Kuno. It's Kuno-S.
Interesting. How?
Kuno-S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad.
Mm-hmm.
She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name.
Mm-hmm.
Kuno-S was the one who wound him up and directed him. Also, Kuno hasn't stopped talking to you, even enjoys it from time to time. When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal.
Mm-hmm.
She only hisses and says murder was the case that they gave her. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front.
Mm-hmm.
You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Kuno, psst.
Fuck you whispering about?
Whispers back.
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay?
Hey!
Let's whisper pig.
Let's whisper pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Whew. I'm glad she's out of our hair. She's fucked up.
She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked up. Stop judging shit.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again. Or you will. There are no guarantees here.
What's up with her? She's terrifying, crazy scary.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man.
Whoa!
She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Okay.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell you? Kuno told you. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean she smoked someone?
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, actually a killer.
Actually a killer.
His little green eyes are fixed on yours. He's meant everything he said before. But right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
Isn't she too small to overpower someone?
Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? Sweet talk him, then knife him.
Damn, man.
She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Did she pull the trigger? Maybe. Okay, how many cops has she killed then?
Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
He feels the eyes on the back of his head and stops.
A cop would be too large for her to overpower. But a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless, or other children. The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
Do you think it's possible she's killed other children?
Kuno falls silent. He does not look at you when he replies.
Kuno, that's it. That's what Kuno is starting to think,
God
yeah.
Damn, okay.
He usually looks you straight in the eye.
Ooh,
A little something
just crumbled there. Think she has anything to do with the dead man?
Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Told you this already.
True. Where were you?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
So you said she's insane?
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho.
Psycho cat burning shit. Oh, God.
She's just the real deal.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit.
Snuff
Believe
radio
me,
shit.
kid,
Oh,
You
man.
don't want to know.
And he doesn't even want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
What's that language she uses?
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
What people?
Crazy people. The fucking neckies.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
Probably.
Sounds boreal, like something from the tundra and tiger-covered Cutler, Isola. Far, far away from here. As far as possible, really.
They have red people? Do they have red-haired people there?
You mean evil little red-haired people like her? Yes, they do. The Suruese have that ginger gene.
Could she be Suruese?
Suruese? Like that man from Shelmdall shit?
Mm-hmm.
She could be.
Oh.
She could be that Shelmdall shit.
Can we appreciate Kim Arizona Rangering the gunman with a flintlock on his hip? Absolutely, especially since he was in full armor. I don't know what Kim hit.
Revelshot does have a small Suruese community, or she climbed into a yakberry crate and was shipped over accidentally.
She your sister?
Fuck no, she's not me sister. She's just a stray who got in, like a mad dog or some shit.
Stray?
Yeah, she was just there.
Points at the apartment building behind the fence.
What was that, Kuno?
The little one twists her neck looking at the building.
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
Why was she dripping wet?
Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner.
Damn, man.
Every time Kuno went out.
He states that Kim shot him in the eye through the mask. Dang! Alright, Deadeye Kim. Said she got in. How?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog.
What's your parents?
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Mm-hmm.
Kuno S. Two of a kind.
Why'd she call Kuno S then?
Because she fucking looks like Kuno.
You don't know her name?
No one knows her name. Kuno told you this shit was Psycho Killer.
How are you dealing with all this?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
Mm-hmm. Okay, kid.
No, it's not okay. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
Understood, Kuno.
All right. Now we can do business.
Business?
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
He starts no longer whispering.
Don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style.
Big hooker.
See, it's tension and release with Kuno. Now we releasing. The pan buying shit, that's on now too. 90% discount for Kuno's pig. Kuno can flex.
Oh, so what, they're $5?
Kuno flexes for hobos.
15.
Kuno sees you're in need.
Savoir-faire and physical instrument. Those are good ones. Alright, yep, give me the fallen pants.
Here, pig. We've fallen now. Performance buddies.
Kuno unzips his jacket and pulls the pants out of the plastic wrapping.
Kuno can already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt?
Money debt?
Money debt doesn't mean anything. He's just saying words. You're not in his debt.
So what was that about running you an errand and illegal narcotics, Kuno?
Kuno gets it from his dad.
Hey.
Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
Okay.
Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed.
Oh, God.
If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
Who's your dad, Kuno?
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in
fucking
Revershow.
shit.
He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
So you're getting the cops to go beat up your dad. Come on, Kuno.
Are you sure you can take on
You're sure you can take on the most violent man in
Revershow?
Revershow?
In your condition.
What material are we talking about?
Like half.
Half of what?
A baggie, but like in this vial.
Mm-hmm.
That's half a gram.
Half a gram.
Sir.
Yeah. Half a G? Want it or not?
Made up my mind. Kuno, this is gonna happen.
Okay. Kuno's listening.
I'm going in there for justice. I'm an Arc Kuno. I'm gonna confiscate that ship. Lie, you need speed. Gonna confiscate that crap.
Sure. Confiscate it for Kuno, and you can have half. Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything.
He aggressively points at his
Go
eyes.
to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
I'm gonna kill Kuno's dad. Obviously, I'm not gonna take it. We need to get drugs away from a minor.
Okay, then.
I'm off. Aha. Interesting. Well, we got a little bit of a break in the Kuno-esque case, at least. So I think this is actually a really good place to leave off. We'll head to the islet next time. But yeah, I think that's a good place to leave off for tonight. So things could have gone a lot better. Things definitely could have gone a lot better. But you know what? We made the decisions. We lived with it. I'm glad we saved Kim, at least. I don't give much of a shit about the Hardie Boys, frankly. But yeah, glad we saved Kim. And if we can figure out who actually did it, then maybe we can defuse the situation. We went from 0 to 100 real fucking quick. Yeah, from bumbling around in the reeds looking for a cryptid to, yeah, shoot out with psycho mercenaries. Anyways, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you all so much for coming out. I had a blast. I feel like next one might be the end. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, should be a very, very interesting one next weekend. So, as I said at the start of the stream, I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I will most likely be appearing on Yini's channel, and we're going to need to figure out the time, because there's like some daylight savings fuckery. So I can't tell you exactly when, but I'm probably going to have a chat with Yini after this and figure that out. So yeah, look forward to seeing you there, and I'll be back again on Monday playing some more Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. I keep on saying Pirate Yakuza in the Caribbean, but no, it's in Hawaii. Because yeah, that was a really cool one too. Alright, so thank you all again so much for coming out, and until next time, Amiki, I bid you walate. Take very, very good care of yourselves. I'll see y'all again real soon. Later!